I would hear guys say things, and casually that I was like, I know I'm supposed to feel that way, but I don't feel that way. Yeah. Like someone's like, I'm dating your ex. He's like, dude, have sex with it. I don't care. And I was like, I don't care. I'm devastated.
What world are we in?
Sex with someone else. I'd like to say I'm a podcast purist in that I don't look at numbers. I don't look at, I pay attention to what ad sales are.
Yeah.
That's the only thing I really look at.
Uh-huh.
They've always stayed the same, so I never really mess with it. Like I don't take a look at.
Is that about right? I don't either.
I don't care if someone thinks a guest is hot. Doesn't bother me.
Right.
We got an offer to have I got a call about a very big politician one time, and I turned it. I got a couple calls, and I turned him down. Not that I have any slight towards my friends that did it.
Yeah,
but it just isn't me.
We stay away from politics.
I feel the same
too.
way. I stay far away from politics. I don't really do religion unless it organically comes up. I don't see any like.
That's fucking fascinating because it was a huge part of your lives.
Yes,
growing up.
That's fascinating that you would have a hot take on it.
Well, I have a very hot take.
But also, like, not everybody's there. But you have to.
Did you like that?
That was like when you bring up. I was talking. Hold on, this is a side. I was talking one time.
We're gonna have a fun time.
When I was in a car with this woman that was my producer, and I was complaining that Leanne wouldn't let me have anal sex with her. And it was me and the two camera guys in the back, and we're just like, yeah, she won't let me have anal sex with her. And the producer goes, maybe she had it so much in college, she's just done with it, okay? And I was like, whoa. She was like, I went through an ecstasy phase.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't talk about politics.
Yeah. Let's talk about politics. Let's talk about something new and fresh. Politics.
Yeah. I never talk about it on stage.
What good comes from it?
None.
Zero.
Especially, I'm super uninformed.
Also, what good is my uninformed ass gonna do for your life? For you to hear my opinion on the topic of the day that I got from any which lens it was put through.
Can I tell you the truth of that statement is? When I look at you guys, the thing I want to talk the most about is Silverchair.
Yeah.
I'm fascinated by that fucking band.
Silverchair.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm fascinated by that band. I'm fascinated by that band. And I know you guys kind of dug them all. Yeah. And I'm blown away by that band. And then I go, so why would I ever say, so what do you guys think about Modani? I don't fucking know.
What do I think about?
I just found out he was Muslim.
Yeah. Also, I don't live in New York.
Yeah. But wait, Silverchair. Did you guys ever meet?
I mean, what's amazing about Silverchair is we're the same age. They came out, they were like 15 when they came out. So we came out about 6 years later. Like our first record came out about 6 years after their first record.
And they were one of our hero bands.
And they were
like our age when they were doing it. We were like, we can do it if they can do it.
I remember the first tour they did in the U.S., I think it was with the Red Hot Chili Peppers. And I remember all these kids coming to school wearing Red Hot Chili Pepper shirts, and one kid was wearing a Silverchair shirt. And I was like, they were like, they opened. And I was like, oh, I didn't know. And not that we could have gone. We wouldn't have been able to go. But I was blown away just that, like, it was possible.
Yeah.
Because they're our age.
The idea that it's possible is I've listened to your podcast a bunch, and I listened to the one you guys did together, and the one you guys did together is fascinating. It's when I found out you guys were twins.
Yeah,
I'm amazed at you.
Adult twins. Adult male twins.
I only do podcasts with people that I want to watch on podcasts.
Yeah,
because so like and you're in my algorithm nonstop.
Oh really?
Nonstop.
Oh, that makes me feel special.
I'm into music. I like music.
Yeah.
With my buddy Tom, I just decided I'm going to start deleting artists that I don't think would like me.
You know what's crazy is I just thought to myself,
I never thought
that
like that.
I've
How many have you met that didn't like you? How many of you like? How many artists did you grow up on? That you're like, hey man, I'm in a band, Good Charlotte, and they're like, oh, Cool.
Hey,
And then you're like, dude, fuck off.
yeah, like
We're doing the same side venues. Where's your attitude coming from?
when someone fucks with you or they don't.
yeah.
You just feel it. You're like, this guy does not fuck with me.
Like when we met, just immediately fuck with you.
And now,
I wanted who you
so
were.
he told me,
You're the one dude in a billionaire room covered in tats. I went, fucking. By the way, can I tell you right away, I knew you were Benji and not Joel, and I did not know you were identical twins.
How did you know it was Benji?
I have no fucking clue. I have no
feeling.
fucking clue. I knew who your wife was and I knew who your wife was. I thought I was like, oh, that's Cameron Diaz's husband. It's Benji Madden. I know him. And then I was like, and I know your wife too, but I didn't. But then when you walked up, I was like, what's up, dude? And I did never thought, Joel, you're so in my algorithm right now. I knew it was you.
Wow.
And I found out today you guys are identical twins.
I immediately felt more comfortable.
Me too.
When I went to talk to you. I'm a little bit nervous in those rooms. Not nervous, but like, I kind of feel.
What am I doing here?
What am I? Yeah.
What am I doing here?
Did they really want me here?
Why did they invite me? I feel weird here.
I guess.
And then you're like, oh, maybe they want me here. And then you meet someone and you're like, actually, okay. And then you end up having a good time.
Well, you guys have to have had that your entire fucking lives.
Yeah.
I mean, you're two of the most, they do not make more regular Americans than you. I mean, honestly, Maryland, like no one comes from Maryland, right? Maryland.
Well, there's
Down there on the water. Maryland.
Sugar Ray Leonard's from Maryland.
Yep.
All right.
Yeah.
Edward Norton was born in Maryland.
Edgar Allan Poe.
Edgar Allan Poe. The fucking swimmer.
Michael Phelps.
Michael Phelps from Maryland.
That's right.
I only know this guy to show in Maryland, and I was doing shout outs to all the famous Maryland people, and all I got to is
Travis Pastrana.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Motocross.
Yeah.
He fucks with you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, he fucks with me.
That's our
too.
guy, dude.
Everybody from Maryland fucks with each other.
Yeah.
Like they do. I find that to be a through line.
Resounding.
Like it's a resounding, like you're happy to see somebody because it's a small place. You're not raised there to think you could be in entertainment. That's not a part of the culture.
It's actually a little bit like something we had to reconcile with because it just feels like a little bit like you're just playing dress up.
Like you come to Hollywood.
Oh, you're an entertainer, you know? Like
it doesn't feel like
it's a little bit feminine in a way.
Yeah, like it's not a blue collar job.
And I think that was something I think when we were younger,
like I never called myself an artist forever. Like I'm not an artist.
I'm not an artist.
What is that? Fucking artist? You know? Because my dad was a butcher.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like literally worked in a slaughterhouse.
He painted houses on the
weekends.
He
painted houses on the weekend.
Worked really hard, you know?
We played our alumni we played our alumni baseball game when we were seniors in high school. And you know how you have like one friend growing up that's just so funny, never is going to amount to anything, but just so dry and funny. And we're
never stood a chance.
Never stood a fucking chance. He's in rehab now. Yeah. He's been in and out. And
what was his name?
I'm not going to say it because he is in rehab and it'll ruin his day.
Yes.
We're
God
sitting there and our alumni
or make a stay.
They call our names out and they're like, you know, all the seniors and alumni game. And they're like, let's bring out alumni from Jesuit High School. He's a postman, and all the jobs were postman, butcher, firefighter, cop. He has a restaurant. He sells produce. And my buddy goes, "Why are we going to college? These are our jobs. This is our future." And I was like, "Oh fuck, man! I think we're working class." But it's a fucking tough way to find out when you like. No one in Florida. I had buddies, I just did a show in Atlanta. I had buddies come out. And my buddy goes, "I hope you don't take this as an insult, but you haven't changed at all." And I was like, "Cool." And he goes, "Nah, like not at all." He was like, "I thought you'd be a little different. Man, you haven't changed at all." Yeah. And I was like, "I think that's good." But like, it's hard when you come from a place where regular people are from, it's hard to shake it.
For me, I just feel more at home with hanging out with a firefighter. My brother-in-law is a firefighter. Hanging out with so Obviously I'm 47. I've gotten comfortable out here. I can navigate, no problem. But it still lives in me that there's something that just keeps telling me like, you're not doing your real job.
Yeah.
You're not really working.
Yeah. It's not real money. It doesn't feel real.
It doesn't feel real.
You never see it. That's the most I've seen.
I never see money.
You never see it.
It's kind of crazy.
You never see it. I mean, you know, keep a little cash on you, but
I keep a lot of cash.
I think that it's a real. And I think when we were younger, because we did want to be cool.
Yeah, we
wanted people to like us, and yeah, there was definitely. You come out into the world. I mean, we didn't leave, so we didn't fly on a plane until we had a record deal.
Wait, how old is that?
19.
When we started getting courted,
we kept the barf bags.
No, apologies. We flew out to California when we were 19 before we had because we went to our aunt's house. That was our first flight. The next time we flew was when labels were interested in us. But that was later. When it was all starting to go on, right? So
20.
Going out of I think it was, I don't know exactly if it's somewhere between 8,000 and 10,000 people in our town. So going from that town, never leaving, never having a passport, never being on a plane, to our first trip. Remember when we first went to New York? We had everything we owned in our trunk. It got stolen. Oh. We went back to the car. It was empty. It was like we cried. Literally.
Like not like instruments and stuff.
I had my acoustic guitar with me. But all of our stuff, our clothes, everything we had, because we were in between.
But everything we owned, we could carry because
we were in between places at the time.
Yeah.
And my guitar amp and everything was at Billy's house.
Wait, Billy, hang on. I want to say this. Billy Martin?
Yep. Billy Martin.
So Billy Martin was in a band. Wait, how do I? Oh, because one of my favorite baseball players was Billy Martin.
Okay.
Yeah, Billy Martin.
So our Billy Martin.
Yeah, you're Billy Martin.
So we've been together for 30 years, our band. So that was going out into the world, but he just had a lot to learn. I mean, I would say we were almost like little kids all the way till we were probably like in our 20s, and we had learned some life lessons, some the hard way, some, like we were very green. So we go out into the world and we immediately just have to start learning. So we start hanging out, I think probably getting tattoos any chance we could get.
How does that work as twins? Do you guys go, this would look good on us? And you're like, wait, I'm getting that.
Yeah, we did have that.
Yeah,
sometimes.
a couple times.
For real?
Yeah. Actually, my back piece, which I won't show you today, but was a tattoo he wanted to get, and then he was not there, and our friend was tattooing, and I was like, can you do this on my back? Because he was going to get it like this, like, I don't know, somewhere. And I was like, can you do my whole back with this on it? As almost a joke, but almost like, I don't know, to be funny. And he outlined it in like 8 hours. And by the time he got back home, and he was like excited to get tattooed. And I was like, look. So yeah, to be young. But yeah, so, I think actually early on, we did want to be cool, because you're going out into the world and everybody's so cool.
Yeah.
And I think that that was, as we got older, we just realized we were just we were talking about the working class thing and coming from a very normal place. Now I think we find a lot of comfort in it. I think when we were young, maybe
we realized more people are like that than cool. Like for me, like what I thought a rock star is supposed to be was what I wanted to be. And then when I got there finally, what I realized what my wife likes about me is that I'm normal.
Yeah.
And then I realized I relate more to more people than this small group over here.
Did your wives realize that you guys kind of gave them street cred? Like they were both like this, like they were in the ether.
They will now.
They were in the ether.
They will now.
It's like it for anyone who doesn't know, and I think this is absolutely fascinating. You're married to Cameron Diaz and you're married to Nicole Richie.
Yeah.
The both of them were for the last 30 years, I'm guessing.
Yeah.
Have been beyond celebrity in a place that's a little bit past celebrity. And then when they married you, two regular fucking guys.
Just normal dudes.
Very regular guys. I mean, granted, you're rock stars. You're rock stars.
But not
obviously,
like
and obviously you're autistic, you're sensitive, you can see things visually, you have great businesses, you guys are innovative. There's a bunch that goes along with that. But you're from fucking Maryland. Like there's dude, I think anyone listening to this should go, this gives me hope.
Yes.
I can get the bad bitch.
Trust me, if I could grow up and find success and get married and have the life that I have, which I feel incredibly grateful for, anybody could do it. I would not have bet on me. We talk about it all the time. I would have bet on my work ethic. I would have bet on my hope, my optimism. But if you put all the information on the table at us at 18, you would have said those kids don't have a chance.
It's not like we didn't have like elite talent. Right, like it's not like we're like John Lennon.
In the music
we're not
business.
like John Lennon or something. You know, like we had enough talent
to try hard,
but like I think we both were relentless on just like we've got to do something.
No, you guys, hang on. Don't undersell yourself. I'm good at a couple things. I'm pretty good at comedy. I think I would quietly. I'd say that to anyone. I'd be like, I think I'm really good, but like I wouldn't say that out loud.
You're very good.
You're very good.
Thank you. I'm not. Same with acting. All the stuff that makes money. What I'm really good at. And I think you guys is giving people a feeling. Like you guys can give a feeling to someone. You can translate this to someone else, which a lot of people can't. A lot of people I said to someone the other day, I was watching their special and I called Tom and I was like, I don't get, it's funny. Like I'm doing the math and it's funny, but I'm not laughing. And Tom's like, well, yeah, it's not like jazz. Like there's a certain thing about jazz where it connects with you and the energy connects with you. These days, you can order just about anything online. Need groceries? Done. Need a ride? Easy. Need someone to bring you tacos at 11:30 at night because you made some questionable life choices? Also very possible. So why are people still driving to random smoke shops? It's 2026. There is a better way. That's why I use Everything 420. And I can tell you exactly how I use Everything 420. Here's a great thing. You can browse huge selections of flour, vapes, edibles, gummies, accessories, and more all in one place without leaving your couch. They carry trusted brands you already know and love like Stizzy, Packwoods, Cakes, Cookies, and Runts. And their mystery box. Well, their mystery boxes are incredible. Everything ships directly to your door and fast. Just head to everything420.com and order what you want and let the future do the work. Let me tell you what I ordered the other day. I wanted a one-hitter. I miss one-hitters. I miss just a little bit of weed and a one-hitter pipe that you can throw in your pocket that's discreet. So I threw in one-hitters, and then I threw out dugouts, and I got the Vessel Helix pipe. This thing is awesome. Easy to clean, easy to use, beautiful. I mean, honestly, beautiful with this great little spiral VESSEL Helix pipe, and it is phenomenal. Take a look at this bad boy right there. Use promo code BERT for an extra 15% off your order. Again, that's everything420.com, and the code is BERT. The future of erectile function is here. Blue Chew Gold is changing the way millions of men are having sex in 2026. The new arousal-boosting formula combines passion and performance into one tablet that dissolves under your tongue for super fast onset. No more waiting for a pill to kick in. No more moments ruined by performance anxiety. Just the results you want when you want them. Most ED meds only focus on blood flow, but Blue Chew Gold goes further by combining 2 ingredients for blood flow with 2 for mental arousal and connection. So you're not just physically ready, you're actually in the mood. This type of innovation is why Blue Chew Gold is the #1 brand in erectile function. The process is simple, all online. Just get started today at bluechew.com and go for gold. There is no better feeling than being aroused. And if for something to arouse you and to know you will be aroused and ready to perform, we're talking about a killer combo. Discover your options at bluechew.com, and we've got a special deal for our listeners. Right now, when you buy 2 months of Blue Chew Gold, you get the 3rd for free with promo code Bertcast. That's promo code Bertcast. Visit bluechew.com for more details and important safety information. And we'd like to thank Blue Chew for sponsoring this podcast. And so, but that, I can give a good pump up speech. I can fire you the fuck up. But when you guys make music, you know how to make music that I want to put on in the gym. I want to listen to the car on a fucking Sunday when I'm going to get coffee. I want to like there's lyrics that you have written where I say, I hear the lyric and I repeat it over in my own words to me.
Yeah.
And that's not everyone has that. That's the hardest thing to get. Inarguably. I'm sure you've seen people write music that you're like, no, it's very complex and it's very good, but you don't have the thing to stand on the stage, man. I'm so sorry. As a matter of fact, I think I heard you say that in an interview. You've pulled people aside and said, you should be a producer.
Yeah.
You just spent 5 years. Yeah. So,
it's like you could probably see a comedian on stage and go, he's a great writer. He doesn't deliver. He doesn't have that stage presence. There's something about being on stage. The same way you could hear someone sing and go, their voice doesn't hit, but they have a great ability to come up with melody or lyrics or.
Yeah, I mean, I don't feel like we feel the need to be the ones to tell people their dream is wrong.
Yeah.
But like, I definitely
try to never do that.
Yeah, but like at the same time, you just know when you feel. I do think that there's something to that simplicity of just relating to people. Like I was saying, going back to what you guys were talking about, I do think that where we sort of rejected it when we were younger because we came from a very normal place and very, to when we got older, we really appreciated it. And now I really appreciate that. Like, we compare what we do to what we could be doing, and it keeps us working hard. Because we always go, hey, we could be moving like bricks, like literally. We could be. I would do that. I have no problem, like working. I don't have a problem with it. I don't look down on it. I don't have any. If I had to do anything else, I would do it. Well, I always say it makes us invincible. That's the thing is I don't need to go on stage. I don't have like a dying need to go on stage. I don't fucking care. I'll go and people show up. I'll go. If everyone said stop, we're not coming anymore, I would be okay. I'd be like, okay, that was cool. That was a good job. We had a good 30-year run. Do you know what I mean? Like
that is the biggest gift you can be given as an artist.
I appreciate it.
And that is like, but to be able to walk away from it.
I don't die for it though. Like I love it. I appreciate the opportunity. I go on and I give 110% the same way I would if I worked a job. But if life said you have to stop, I would be like, okay, I don't feel like this dying need to do this. I try really hard because it's what you should do. And I feel blessed and all that. I'm not like, it's hard to explain because I don't throw it away at all. I cherish the opportunity and I want to make the most of it. And I want to do all of what I'm supposed to do. But when I'm there doing it, I'm like, isn't this fucking great? No, I'm just happy. It feels like the show's going good. They all look happy. I'm going to try my best. And I'm like happy. I feel satisfied, but I don't know. I don't get the same, like maybe what people say, like, isn't it such a high? I'm like, when the show goes well, I'm really happy. Yeah. That's how I feel. I've always been happy in third place. Yeah.
You know,
me too, by the way.
Like if you're not in first place, nobody's coming for you. If you're not in second place, you're not wishing you were in first place. But third place is great because
just made it.
Because like it also you develop other aspects of your life. I don't want to just be good at one thing and I'm elite. That's the one thing I do, but I don't know how to like change my kids' diapers or like do stuff that like I had to give everything up for like, to be the most greatest of all time, best first place winner of everything. I think third place is pretty sweet.
And all that attention, man, that's stressful.
You're still at the podium. Like you still get a little bit of the like.
Yeah, you get a little sniff.
Yeah.
You get a little whiff of it.
But
I don't know. Like it's interesting because like I don't think we're the greatest. I think we're a good band. Like we're a good band. Like I back it. I back my band.
It's a good evening.
And it's a good show. But that's the thing is like if you come to our show, it's a great show. It's good. Yeah. It's solid.
You can't think of anything else to
your
listen
life.
to.
It's not religious. It's not like you have to see them. No, you will have a good time. I promise you. We like and the people that like love our band, whatever. They're the best. I want to give everything I can to. But absolutely. I don't know. It's just not like God to me.
Yeah.
Like this thing. Like if we could just make it to the top. You're just kind of like, I don't know. I just think we're doing pretty good here. Let's just keep chopping wood.
Also, I think I just don't think we're changing the world.
I
I think we're hopefully giving people a great night out
with their friends. That's it.
Well, that's all you can. That's all you can ask for. I think that, I was listening to something. Jack Osborne. I think they sold Ozzy Osbourne's rights to his AI in perpetuity to a company. I'm assuming it's Authentic Brands Group, but and Ozzy Osbourne, it's meant a lot because I'm obsessed with the passing of a person. And Ozzy Osbourne, before he died, said, "Do you think they're going to remember me?" Which is such a wild statement. Number one, when you talk about insecurities, because you realize Ozzy must have been insecure. I'm sure that's how we got Ozzy Osbourne. There has to be an insecurity to create that. But the idea that he would think that he wouldn't be remembered, that he would think it. Out of all the people that have done music, Ozzy Osbourne probably going down in the list of people you will remember.
Absolutely.
But even he thought it. And then I thought, well, I've never questioned the fact that I'll be forgotten. I know I'll be forgotten. I have to be forgotten.
Do you want to be remembered?
I think I did until I heard the guy, was it J.C. Penney? You guys started J.C. Penney. Do you remember J.C. Penney?
Oh yeah, it's J.C. Penney Wish Book.
The Wish Book, yeah, every Christmas.
Bunch
Bunch of stuff you couldn't get.
Yeah. J.C. Penney had a statement that he said is, "You die with nothing. You own nothing." And that's when it kind of sucked with me. I was like, so I don't know my watches. Like, they just kind of own me. And then I was like, well, what am I doing here? And then I started thinking, what am I hustling for? Like, am I on this great race to be remembered? And if that's the race, then am I losing the point of why I'm here? Because I'm only here for the moment. I own nothing. I take nothing with me. I'm just a collection of the memories I have, and then I'm gone and no one remembers me. So what am I doing? And I kind of took a breath and I looked at Leanne this weekend and I said, should I retire? She was like, she got really excited. She was like, wouldn't you want to travel the world? Don't you want to go see the girls all the time? Don't you want to just fucking, she was like, and then she got excited. She's like, we should get an apartment in 5 cities, Hawaii, Nashville, like started naming cities she wants to live. And I was like, wait, what did I just start? And then I thought, and when I hear you say that, like, if it all went away, that is the curse that an artist gets with. When you're holding on to it tooth and nail and you're like, am I still relevant? Am I still famous?
Yeah.
Am I still,
yeah.
am I going to be, where's my name on the bill?
It's the deep like crack and like hole in you that you can't, nothing can fill. You know, it's like the self-esteem thing. It's like, it's crazy because that when you start to like actually not need that, everything gets really simple. You start everything and everything gets easier. Because
I don't think you would stop because you'd be bored. But what you are asking is, you're just like, what do I care about? Which is a good question. And you're going to family, which is the right answer. So for me, I hope I'm remembered in like a way by my kids. That's it. Like my kids go, man, my dad, or the people that I actually knew. I don't care what any stranger. All I wanted is to leave a good impression on someone I passed on the street because I had good manners. Like I care about that. For whatever reason, that like so stuck in me. Did I have good manners? Did I say please and thank you? Did I hold the door for that person? Did I like that is like weirdly like that's a new neurotic thing about me. But that's it. I don't give a fuck if they go, his band did this or he did that. I really, truly would be ashamed if my kids were like, that's it. That to me, that's what I think about when you ask that question. I go, man, I hope they would be like, yeah, my dad was awesome. And that's it. And then, you know, the people that you're friends and the people that you're actually around, your community of people, whoever that is, people you work with, people you interact with, to some degree, on some level, not everyone.
Well, what are we doing it for? I mean,
what are we doing it for?
Your wife nailed it. Yeah, but your wife nailed it, right? You work to make a living so that you can get 5 apartments around the world and go have crazy experiences that are just filled with family, being with your family. Like that's what it's all like. I always say like to my wife, like, we actually do feel like we're literally just doing stuff that sounds interesting, and we are doing it together. We all stay together, and we are. It's all just about, like, I just think our kids don't want us to leave them $1 million. They just want to be themselves. They don't want the pressure of, like, what does it mean if so? Dad, Mom, if you do that, what does that mean I got to do?
But
It's like,
I look at your success. You're from Florida?
Yeah.
Okay. This guy from Florida, a Florida man,
Fucking
right?
100%.
He got to see behind the curtain. What did he see? Right? That's how I feel. I'm like a guy from Maryland. I got to see behind the curtain. There's nothing. Bullshit.
It's bullshit.
It's nothing. There's no secret society. There's no other thing. Trust me. There's
big
nothing.
plan.
It's just a bunch of people with their own little camps that have hired friends and they're blah, blah. Now that's one version. And then there's a bunch of actually like people who have done therapy and gotten well and like figured out how to live really well. And they there's actually some people who have figured some stuff out.
Yeah.
And you can go like, I kind of like that one thing he's doing there. I don't like any of that. And you start to go like, I can actually grow here. But I'm telling anyone else who's interested in seeing behind the big curtain of Hollywood and success and money and whatever you want to call it, power, it's all nothing. There's nothing.
You get a lot. I had a dream about one of them, of a celebrity that's just so broken.
Yeah.
But when you're like, and I just say, I think we all came up similar, meaning I don't think any of this was meant for us. Like this was meant.
Wouldn't have bet on any of us.
I wouldn't have not. I would never bet on two.
Put
twins
us
from
on the
Maryland.
board with all the other horses, and you would be like, "No, I'm not."
If you had met all of us in 1991, you'd have been like,
those kids with bowl cuts.
Yeah, no.
But and then you meet like a celebrity that you're like that you've known of your whole life, and you're like, wait, how are you so normal?
Yeah,
and you're sitting next to him on a plane, staring at him, and you're like, huh. You're not eating pills. You're not drinking. You're just flying to a gig a day early so you can see someone else you want to see, and you have a happy marriage. What the fuck?
Yeah, what's going on there?
Yeah, that's
Richard Marx.
Yeah,
I was on a plane with him, and I was like, I'm panicking.
He was on my podcast.
He
was great.
I really thought I was going to name someone where you were like, how do you know Richard Marx?
No, like he was on my podcast. It's that he's that guy.
He's the most normal gazillionaire traveling musician
And happy.
and happy.
Yeah, and looks fantastic, and like no, that literally the guy's just being healthy and taking care of himself and staying married and doing his job. Right.
I was taking pictures of him going, I got to dress like this.
Yeah.
I was like, I got to change my fucking lifestyle. I'm panicking. I still have a hard time flying. And I'm like,
Oh, you do?
I'm very bad.
What are you worried about?
Death. It's death. It's death. It's
right.
always death. Do you smoke weed?
Not really, because I find it just makes me go to sleep or makes me paranoid.
That's why I like Benadryl.
Yeah.
I took a Benadryl because I got bit by a spider. And
It makes you tired.
Oh.
Yeah.
And I was like, I could get into
Wait,
this.
today?
No.
Okay.
This weekend, I got bit
Oh,
by
wow.
a spider.
Yeah, that's a real little.
Yeah, and I was like, and it was going crazy. And then Leanne was like in the airport, she goes, take a Benadryl. And I'm such a teetotaler. Like, so if I'm not drinking and I'm not smoking weed, and if I'm not doing any of that, then I won't really take, like, I try to stay away from NyQuil, although I'll take it sometimes when I'm feeling sick.
I do that sometimes.
And then she was like, take a Benadryl. And I was like, I'm fine. She goes, you have a spider bite. And I was like, I'm fine. And I took a Benadryl and I passed out on the plane. And I was like, I might have found a cure.
Benadryl's a miracle drug. I carry it with me just because I don't know why I have anxiety around allergic reactions, even though I don't have them.
Yes.
I carry it with me just because.
That's the number one thing that happens to me is I think I get allergic. By the way,
you're like,
how
"Is my
come
throat okay?
How come
normal.
Benadryl doesn't sponsor our podcast?
It should.
Like literally, can you imagine doing a read for Benadryl?
I only have one sponsor on my show.
You guys should do a Benadryl commercial.
Hey,
We should.
hey,
You know what? Me and
I'm
you,
not anxious about anything.
we could do
Are
a
you
Benadryl
serious?
commercial. We could. Because I carry it
how do you
in my
get,
pocket.
He gets anxious about
I got
that
all
stuff.
the anxiety. It's like some PTSD thing from childhood.
for real?
Yeah.
And you didn't catch it?
No, I mean, I think when I was younger, it came out more in the form of like anger issues, but that stopped in my 20s. Once I hit 30, I just made a decision.
I think that would be a great sketch. All I've been doing is writing sketches. I want to pitch you guys to shoot. I wanted to promote your tour. I was like, I want to do a sketch called Lose the Drummer, where you guys are like, hey, it's Charlotte, and we're back, and we got a new drummer, and you got an agent there, and it's me, and the guy's like, you guys are still crushing it, but lose the drummer. And you're like, he's fun to be around. And it's just, I'm a horrible drummer, but I am fun to be around. And I'm complimenting you guys.
Do you know one of our little secret...
You have the spirit of the band.
But Joel, wouldn't you say one of our little secret moonlighting sort of like dreams would be a sketch comedy?
Oh, absolutely.
Oh, you should do a sketch about why one of you has anxiety and one doesn't. Yeah. And it's just two small boys in a room. And they're like, Benji, can I talk to you for a second? And you walk out of the room and then a clown falls out of the fucking closet. Ha! You're going to get allergies. And then jumps out. And then Benji walks in and goes, Joel, what happened? And you're just shaking. Nothing. The
clown.
Wait, what? That's crazy to have like a doppelganger that doesn't have the same things you got.
It is weird. Like none of them. I got all the anxiety. I got all of it. He got none of it.
What was the first, like, how I had a moment. I'll explain my moment, hoping it triggers the moment for you. I had a moment when I did my first theater ever. I'd been doing clubs. I've been doing well at clubs. Then I did a theater and I sold it out. And I was standing behind stage at the Wilbur Theater. It was a very big accomplishment when I did it, 2017, January. I remember it. And I was standing behind, there are heaters, water heaters against the back wall. And I was warming myself up by the water heaters. And I had a sense of accomplishment. And I went to go high five someone and realized it was only me. And I was like, oh, I guess you did this all by yourself, bud. And I was like, oh, that sucks. I would love to be in a band right now. And to be like, this is fucking unreal. Like, we did this. Like, we're doing this. What was it like for you guys? What were those accomplishment moments like where you're like, look, like everyone leaves the room and it's just you two and you're like, dude, I think this might be good.
I mean, we've had them the entire time.
The first time we ever started, we didn't even call it songwriting. We said, let's make up our own, and that we both looked at each other and said, I think we're going to be big.
Really?
Yeah. We shook hands. We said, never let money come between us.
Everything's 50-50.
Yep.
How does that work?
We stuck to it.
No, but how does that work? Like when someone comes to you and goes, hey, I want to do clothing. I want to do this.
We do everything together.
Everything together.
Everything.
And it's just it's more fun. And we genuinely survive together. So it really is a partnership, and we're really lucky because me
and you talked about this.
Yeah, we do everything together. We do everything together, and our families are really close. It's just known, it's like, and I think it's the best possible way to do life. Like, you can never break up. Like, nobody could come between us. Nobody could ever shake us. Like, and that, I just think it makes, I was saying this earlier about having the ability to say, I can get a job. So what can you do to me? What can I lose? Of course I appreciate this opportunity, but not at the expense of my. I'm not
gonna beg you for it.
Like, I don't have a price though. We agree on some business or whatever, but like, there's nothing that we're just like, oh, if we could just do that, I'd give up everything. It's like, no,
it doesn't exist.
Like, and then we're all lucky enough to have been, around the block now in this. But like being together, I think it's like really primal. It's like back in the beginning of time, people would die alone. We were lucky. We were born with somebody. 1000%, I do not think we would be successful on our own.
I don't think so.
I think the two of us are a team. And like I said, I'm not downplaying anything we do. It's just, we've been able to make a lot out of a little, like we've been able to make a lot out of.
We've always said that, like, we do what we can with what we got. And we just keep doing that.
And then, and what happens in the phase where everyone goes through this, this, the culture changes, things come and go, things waves. And as somebody that's in any form of entertainment or making art or whatever, there's going to be times when there's momentum and everything's happening. And there's going to be times when you're trying to get someone to listen to an idea and they won't even listen. And everyone experiences that, I think, multiple times. And we've been really able to just not be too shook by anything because we're always together and we always say, hey, we'll make the best out of what we got in this scenario. It's like, also, I think we've always been guardrails for each other. So I think if one of us had a little bit of success, we'd have gone maybe too far over the edge. But we always sort of kept each other our constitutions in check, so I think that I definitely feel like I have no idea where I would be if we weren't together, if we didn't do this whole thing together.
But I also think like we don't measure, so I don't even know if we know I don't think we look at our lives as what we've accomplished. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
it kind of feels like day one, always.
Well, I think when you have a family member, all I'm thinking is how lucky you are, because it's kind of like you have someone to keep you in check, someone to keep you honest. I mean, and like I got lucky in my wife. Like my wife is very real, almost painfully real, like almost to a detriment real. Like almost like I can't wait for my second wife, who's not real, who gets impressed on a private jet, as opposed to this one is like, how much does this cost? And why? How come we don't spend? Why don't we just bring our own prosecco? Yeah. And so, she is like really grounding. Like I remember one time I got to get the girls on the field at the Braves game. This was like probably must have been 15 years ago, 20 years ago. It was like a gift. It was like I knew a friend who worked on the Braves, and I was on Travel Channel, and they let us on the field at the end for the girls to run the bases. And I remember Leanne was like, we got to tell them, this ain't life. This ain't real life. Like, kids don't get to run the bases over at Fulton County Field. This ain't real life. And I was like, yeah, I guess you're right. She's like, because I think I'm the kind of person that goes, well, looks like we're in the big leagues now, kids. I have that ability to think, well, this is the new norm.
We made it.
I'm fucking driving Mercedes.
Yeah.
And my wife's like, no, this ain't. Like, when I remember one time I got fired from Travel Channel. I got fired from everything. I didn't have any money coming in. And I said to her, what if we can't afford our house? And she goes, well, then we can't afford to live anywhere. And I went, what do you mean? And she goes, I didn't set us up to have an expensive house. We have the smallest payment you could pay on a house. We can't afford, we're going to have to move back to your parents' house. And I was like, oh, fuck. But I live in the clouds a little bit. I don't live grounded. And when you have someone who's next to you the whole time going like you come back from your first fucking time meeting your wife's family and he's like, did you meet Lionel Richie? And you got to be like, holy shit. That's crazy.
We give each other context.
Yeah, we always have, but also like I think neither one of us, if I'm being really honest, has ever said like that's crazy.
Really?
Just like he's like, how was it? And I was like, he was cool. I think he likes me. And he's like, good. Like I was actually just nervous. What? Of course you're nervous.
But you know how we are for each other. I'm like, they're gonna love you, man.
Yeah,
don't worry about it.
They love you. I'm just like you. They love me.
Yeah, they're going to love you. Like,
oh
don't worry about it.
Me and my twin brother would be crazy narcissists. We would be like, dude, did you crush it in there? Because I thought I crushed it. Oh, I crushed it.
Yeah.
Oh, I'd be unbearable with the twin.
You'd be great.
But you definitely,
I bet I'd be a lot more palatable. I bet I'd probably quiet with both of us
I would
talking.
actually, that is a great sketch.
Can I tell you when I started watching you guys, there are two things I thought. Number one, I was like, oh my God, they're identical. Number two, I was like, oh my God, how brilliant. Joel doesn't need to have a podcast guest. He can always just be his brother. And be like, hey, I'm here with my brother again. And because you guys finish each other's sentences.
We do.
It's
you
so
literally
annoying,
do.
I'm sure.
Yeah, but it's like just have one conversation with yourself and then change into a vest and switch over to the other side.
It would take longer to shoot.
It might take.
But in a worst case scenario, I could always come down and be on the show.
Oh yeah.
If anyone falls out, we could talk for fucking hours. We'd love to talk.
Really? Is that like a family? Is that our family?
We
trait?
hang out.
We hang out all the time.
All the time.
Really?
I think we like to
every fucking day if we can.
But we like to we do like to like
analyze.
And like unpack shit. You know, like to talk about
What's weird about analyze?
Wonder how that works.
Analyze.
You said it a little.
No, but like we like to talk about shit. We like to like go through shit, unpack shit.
Like, what do you guys unpack? Like,
I mean,
is it music predominantly, or is it like
life,
not
man.
music at all, life.
I feel like every conversation I have these days is about loss of a family member, a friend, a parent. My dad, I feel like he's going to funerals every week. I guess he's at that age. We're all getting to that age. And if you're not at that age, you're lucky. But you should not just consider yourself lucky. You should think about that luck and bet for the future. Get life insurance right now when it's easy to get. Ethos makes getting life insurance fast and easy and 100% online. You can get a quote in seconds, apply in minutes, and get same-day coverage. There's no medical exam required. You just answer a few simple health questions, and bam, you are ready. You can get up to $3 million in coverage, some policies as low as $30 a month, and you'll get your lowest rate from their network of trusted carriers. Here's the great part. It takes only 10 minutes. Take 10 minutes to get covered today with life insurance through Ethos. Get your free quote at ethos.com/Bert. That's ethos.com/BERT. Application times may vary. Rates may vary. Support for today's episode comes from Square, which honestly, I feel like powers half of the places I go these days. You know that moment when you tap to pay and think, well, that was easy. And we're done. That's it. I can't believe that's over. Well, there's a good chance that was Square. Whether you're selling merch, cutting hair, detailing cars, or running a podcast studio, Square brings payments and the tools you need to manage your business together in one place so you can focus on the work you actually love. And right now, you can get up to $200 off Square hardware when you sign up at square.com/go/Bert. That's SQUARE.com/go/BERT. Visit Square to get started because having the right tools really does make all the right differences. You're taking it from a man who used Square his whole young adult life. My whole time I toured in comedy clubs, I used Square. And my favorite moment was every Monday morning getting on that plane and taking a look at the business I had built on my phone. If you run a business, you already have enough to juggle. Square brings payments, inventory, payroll, invoices, and more together in one connected system. Square is the platform behind the scenes of so many businesses you already love. Square gives you the hardware and software to manage your business in person or on the go. Square accepts Tap, Chip, Apple Pay, and online payments, track sales and inventory in real time, and with Square Banking, access your earnings immediately without waiting on deposit delays. There are no contracts, hidden fees, complicated installs, or IT teams required. Square scales with you so you can spend less time putting out fires and more time growing your business. If you're starting a business or running one that deserves better tools, Square helps you sell, manage, and grow without slowing down. Right now, you can get up to $200 off Square hardware at square.com/go/Bert. That's SQUARE.com/GO/BERT. Run your business smarter with Square. Get started today. Like, you've got to be going, because yours are young, your kids, and yours are now
Teenagers.
Yeah.
16 and 18.
6'2" in 1 month. I got a little more than a month old now.
If you misheard that, so this is can I tell you the difference
3
between
kids.
a comic brain and a musician brain?
Yes.
So I hear things, and I hear things funny.
You hear the joke.
I hear the joke, and you said 6'2" in 1 month, and I went, his son's going to be 6'2" in a month. How did you guys know that?
I don't know how we
do you
knew,
know
but I actually do think
And
he's
you're
going to
like,
be
yeah.
6'2".
But you know what I love? You know what I love about you is that you're not because I love comedy. I love stand-up comedy.
Yeah,
I wish I could do stand-up comedy.
I think you could.
I actually so anyways, I could go on and on about that, but I love watching it. Sometimes you meet comedians, which I can only imagine. Hey, be funny. Hey, be funny. Hey,
funny
guy, be funny. I know who you are. Be funny.
Yeah.
It's like, it's a different walk.
Oh, it's like
That's a different walk of life than being a musician who someone just says, I love that song.
You get to be cool.
I
get
tell
away
this,
with a little bit of like fuck off. As a musician.
Well, if someone's being a
You do.
dick, right? If someone's being a dick as a musician, you can kind of keep it real a little bit. If someone's being a dick, you can be like, fuck out of here. But it's very clear, right? Because fans are music fans. It's kind of niche, to be honest with you. It's a niche, right? It's not like in everyone's living room all the time. People seek out the music that they like. So what you guys do is you make everyone laugh, right? And so especially if you have like shows, right? But I imagine that can be a lot of like, hey, funny guy, be funny. You know, I imagine that could make you a bit dark, right? And so sometimes when you meet comedians, they're a little bit like, they can be a little bit like mean, a little dark. You know what I mean? Like there's a little bit of anger in there.
What makes us laugh is a little different than what makes the average person laugh.
But I don't feel like you have the negativity though.
No, I don't have negativity.
Like I feel like you're very,
you like people.
Immediately, I just didn't feel like I was being belittled.
No.
Which can happen.
I've got friends that are like
smart. They're real smart because a lot of comedians are really intelligent.
I'm funny because I'm so smart.
Some people, comics they're all different, just like everyone else in the world. But we all gravitate towards the same thing, and that is like the things that make me laugh are not the things that makes everyone laugh, and I can't explain them sometimes to people. Where I go, that'll be funny. Like I was just explaining this to my assistant this morning in the gym. I'm really into Lou Reed right now.
Oh yeah,
I'm really into Lou Reed. And then I got mad at Lou Reed. I got into a fight with him on the treadmill. I told this to Tom. I'll tell it to you. I got angry. I was listening to Lou Reed, and then I was like, I'm so glad I met you. You know, like when I did in 1989, that I met you. I found you early, and I'm a fan, and I've been a fan for all these years because you know you're so different than. And then Lou Reed to me was like, I didn't fucking write this for you. Like you make me sick. I was a fucking heroin bisexual. I was a heroin addict bisexual I had friends that died of AIDS, friends who were Stonewall, and you like my music? You're everything I can't stand. And then I just got off the treadmill. I was like, I'm not gonna let Lou Reed talk to me like this.
But you in your heart of hearts know Lou Reed doesn't have a problem with you.
He doesn't. He's dead.
You're just
He's been dead for a while.
In your own
but
process.
in my head, I started like
what if Lou Reed was alive, and what if like you found out through someone that you were his favorite, you know, sort of comedic actor, comedian, podcaster?
Okay.
What if you heard from his right? Because he's old, at this point he's really old, right? Yeah. And he's got folks, really good folks around him who are taking care of him, and he's requesting, hey, I want to watch that show. I love it. Hey. He's in his chair, and he's got like, you know, his afternoon physical therapy. His like I'm trying to think what older folks do, right? So so at this point he'd be pretty old, right? Like he'd be 80, 90.
He died in 2016, I think.
Yeah.
Wait, he died from liver cirrhosis.
But he was older already.
So hang on.
So imagine if you found out. Actually,
we're spending a lot of time on Lou Reed.
No, I'm obsessed with him right now.
Yeah,
dude, Romeo and Met Juliet. Country is pretty fucking amazing.
Yeah.
It's a great cover album.
I actually thought as you watch music shift and country have this big pop, I was like, why don't you just take like 5 of your songs that you never released and just turn them into country songs and go, hey guys, good Charlotte went country, and just put on fucking cowboy hats?
We played the anthem with Luke at
Are you serious?
Stagecoach.
Yeah.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Like, you played it like
not this past year, but
like
last year.
Luke had us come out this 2 years ago at this stage now. And his band is amazing. I don't know if you've ever seen Luke Combs live.
Yes.
His band is amazing.
Luke Combs, well, yeah.
And
of course.
And let me tell you something. He is a top-notch musician, songwriter, performer. Yes. He is as good as it gets. And standing on stage with him was one of the most, I'm a fan, but I'm also friends with him. When you're on stage,
he's 20 feet tall.
It's such an incredible
his presence is
experience, and it's so overwhelming and intimidating. He's powerful on stage. That guy is so good,
dude.
And we played our song with him, and it was like,
and then we sang. And by the way, I was nervous to sing.
I was nervous as hell.
Really?
Yeah.
Out Where the Wild Things Are.
Yeah.
And
What? Hold on.
I lost my voice 2 hours before the show. I was so excited to sing that song. Had all the harmonies worked out, had everything, and I lost my voice 2 hours.
I still feel to this day, I feel like I blew it, but we got through it. But I
want to get one back. I'm going to tell Luke that
one of
we
these
need to
days.
get one back.
But what an incredible!
It was great though.
He is. That's so funny. Full circle. The reason I started playing Romeo Met Juliet in country is because Luke did Fast Cars.
Yeah.
And I thought, I literally thought someone should cover some Lou Reed.
Well,
in the
maybe
country.
you need to go to Nashville for a few weeks and executive produce, get some players together, and then get people to sign on to, and put a Lou Reed record together.
Wait, what was the song you guys played? I can't remember the name of it, but it's one of my favorite songs.
And make a documentary about it. There you go.
Hang on. Music is like, when I stopped drinking, I was worried I wasn't going to be able to get into music. Like I got really concerned that I wouldn't get into music. And I mean, you can totally get into music.
Yeah.
Music transpires all of it.
Do you run at equally as high a clip that you do when you're not, when you're not drinking and when you're drinking? Because for you to go all the way down the Lou Reed rabbit hole, that's somebody who's like got a really low tolerance for boredom, is just like is just like going all the way in.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Like to me, that's like somebody running at a really high like pace. Is it the same output when you are drinking?
Yeah, and different energy. So the thing I miss the most about drinking is being a little hungover in the morning because my blood sugars change. And so when I'm really low on blood sugar or high on blood sugar and I have a coffee, I fire very hot and I see things differently. I think I take in information differently. I think now
So you miss the hangovers.
What's that?
You miss the hangovers.
I do. Isn't that crazy?
That's interesting.
I'm also very
guess
punitive. So I give myself a reason to push harder. If I feel a little hungover, I go, no. You earned this. That's what we're going after then. You wanted the fun boy party last night, then you're going to fucking pay for it today. And I think I'm way more measured and focused and able to output energy sober, without a doubt. I'm so much more creative. Like I think, but I think you have to be open to creativity. I think you have to look at it, and a lot of things, the things that get in my way of creativity is anxiety, is if I'm in my head with anxiety, and then I am chewing on one thing. And what's so crazy is I've been journaling like wild lately. And one of the things that I notice is that if I'm having a lot of anxiety, I'll pick up songs in the thing and I'll start whistling them. I pick up songs, like 4 or 5 songs within 30 minutes that I hear, and then I start whistling. Right now I have You Guys stuck in my head.
I pick up songs and whistle too. Isn't that interesting?
Nonstop.
That's funny.
Not a lot of people do that.
My daughters would put songs on me and they'd be like, and then I'd start doing it, and then they'd be like, and then I'd be like, wait, why am I whistling Good Charlotte? And they'd be like, I gave it to you, Dad. And I'd be like, God damn it, don't do that. And they'd put them on. But what was the song you guys played a cover of? I read it. Maybe I read it somewhere. It was early in your career. You played a cover acoustically of a song that was like one of my favorite songs in childhood. I say childhood, but like teen.
Let me think about this. Was it a modern song?
It's a modern song, but it's I read it and I was like, wait, what is that song? And then I played it. Oh, I guarantee you I have it on my Apple. And I was like, what a fucking...
Was it Silverchair?
No.
Oasis?
No. You ready? Oh, you ready?
Yeah.
If You Leave, OMD.
Oh yeah.
What a fucking...
I like that cover.
That song, for me,
It's a good cover.
defines me being straight.
Yeah.
Like that's when I knew I needed the girl.
Yeah.
I needed her to hold my hand. I wanted to have the quiet moment in the stands. I wanted her to call me.
100%. That's it. You just want the girl to like you.
Yeah.
It defines
yeah,
many periods of our.
A lot of your music.
I'm not too cool. That's the other thing about music is I don't understand the macho. I don't fucking care. Like, no, I like fell for girls. I want them to like me, and that was the one. She was the one.
I fell for girls, dude. I fell for girls so
hard, and like got my heart broke. But like that was it. Like there was no like whatever. I was like, I'm heartbroken. Like barely know her, heartbroken. So
lead singer.
I would hear guys say things, and casually that I was like, I know I'm supposed to feel that way, but I don't feel that way.
Yeah.
Like someone's like, I'm dating your ex. He's like, dude, have sex with her. I don't care. And I was like, I don't care. I'm devastated.
What world are we in?
Sex with someone else.
Like, yeah, I don't know what that is, but that's not me. I'm like, I'm heartbroken. So and maybe that's the music in us or something. I don't know, but that's not how I feel.
There should be an app. There should be an app where you can. There should be two apps. There should be one app where you can find your twin, right?
Yeah.
So then you go.
That's a great idea.
Doppelganger.
Your doppelganger,
and you get a twin, but you get a twin. Like it's like in depth. We do a 23andMe. You got to do a cotton swab. You find out, number one, they got to be born on the same day you were. They don't have to be your exact same age, but they got to be within a year, right? Just to make it a little easier.
Same blood type.
Same blood type. They don't have to be the same color though. You can get a black twin. I would love a black twin.
Yeah.
And then or Puerto Rican twin, Mexican twin, any Irish twin, whatever. Anywhere in the world. It goes anywhere in the world. We're going anywhere in the world.
Definitely makes it.
But then you guys sign like a blood oath where you're like, yo, just so you know, you've signed up for this app. We've matched you with your twin. You guys are ride or dies forever now. So like, just so you know, if you let out any of their secrets, you're fucked. If you ever fuck them in business, you're fucked. This is blood. And we will out you as an app to the world that no one should trust you because your twin didn't trust you. And that would be so cool to get a twin.
I think it would be a great sketch. It would be a great sketch.
You're good at writing.
Yeah.
You write out pretty quickly.
That's quick. That developed really
all
fast.
The way.
But there should be an app for
I would
for regular guys.
Yes.
Where we can we can trust each other. Not Reddit. It's not Reddit.
So you're talking about you're sort of talking about a friend app. Friend app. Like a dating
where you don't have to be cool.
A bro dating
you don't
friend
have to
app.
You don't have to be tough or cool
I pitched Grindr, but without the sex.
Yes.
Yes.
Where you could just be okay, I'm heartbroken. I gotta just be heartbroken instead of be cool or tough or not give a fuck. Actually, I do care.
Oh,
that breaks my heart.
I hate when people misread me and they're they say something horrible and then I have to go, why couldn't you just have left that out?
Yeah.
And then I curb stomped him and you're like, did you? I think you misread the book.
Yeah.
God damn. This time of year always has me reaching for layers. 1 minute it's warm outside, the next you're dealing with cooler weather or the AC is blasting. So it's nice to have pieces that work wherever the day may take you. That's one reason I love to shop at Fabletics. They've got great layering pieces that work now and well into the fall. And if you're new to Fabletics, becoming a VIP unlocks major savings on your first purchase so you can stock up on everyday staples that are a lot more affordable. When I signed up as a Fabletics VIP, I got 70 to 80% off everything. That made it easy to stock up on workout shirts, workout shorts, joggers, hoodies, and everyday staples I'm constantly reaching for. Honestly, the quality really impressed me. Everything feels lightweight, comfortable, and built to last. My favorite part is how versatile it all is. I can wear the same outfit from a workout straight in to the rest of my day, whether I'm running, traveling, running errands, working out in the gym, or just hanging out. When it cools off, I can throw on a Fabletics jacket or a lightweight hoodie and keep moving. I'm telling you, I got a ton of gear to take down to Atlanta with me, and I wore the crap out of it. I'd throw it on in the morning, put it on, and then I'd wear it to the set, shower when I got to set. Then I'd throw it on at the end of the day and go home in it, go out to eat in it. You look great. Shop now at fabletics.com/Bertcast to get 70 to 80% off everything when you sign up as a new VIP. Take a quick style quiz and be sure to select Bertcast when prompted to unlock this offer. This is a limited time offer, so don't wait. Again, that's fabletics.com/Bertcast for 70 to 80% off everything as a new VIP. We should do this read in my bathroom because my entire bathroom renovation is Wayfair. My wife has been on Wayfair nonstop, renovating all 3 bathrooms in our podcast house. So when you're shopping for your home and you want pieces that look great and can handle real life, Wayfair makes that easier with Wayfair Verified, a collection of durable furniture and decor hand-vetted by product specialists using a 10-point quality inspection. They check everything from materials and functionality to features and assembly time. And with options across a wide range of styles and price points, you can create a home you'll love without overspending. Wayfair Reward members also get 5% back every day, adding even more value to every purchase. Need help choosing? Browse real customer photos and more than 20 million verified 5-star reviews. Find quality, value, and real proof at Wayfair. Join Wayfair Rewards today to get 5% back on every purchase and start saving on your next home upgrade. Head to wayfair.com to shop all things home. That's WAYFAIR.com. Wayfair, every style, every home.
Wayfair, every style, every home.
So wait, how do you guys decide when to go back in the studio or go back on tour? How does that happen?
Well, we hadn't done it for at least 8 years until this latest album that we did. And I think that it's all just a feeling. I mean, I
think the best metaphor for it, I was talking about this today. I was doing an episode of my podcast today with Travie McCoy from Gym Class Heroes. So we came up in this similar time. So we have similar experiences in some ways. And great guy. The best metaphor I could say is like the motivation and the inspiration has changed. If this was an old car, a 1965 Chevy Impala Super Sport convertible, we have in perfect condition. We've got it perfected. We've modified some things. We've changed some things. We really love this car and we got it just right. Now we take it out and it's really fun because people like it, but we don't let anyone fucking sit on it. We don't let pretty much anyone else drive it.
It's not for sale.
We're never going to sell it.
The weather's got to kind of be right.
Weather's got to be right. And you just got to feel like, oh, today's a good day for a drive. Let's take it out. That's what, to me, like touring feels like. And if the career or the legacy or whatever you want to call the body of work, I'd say now we're standing back looking at it and like adding a line every now and then. We look at it and go like, oh, you know what?
Let's clean that up.
Like detail it a little bit. And the painting's done pretty much. But now it's just going in and detailing some things on what I think would a legacy or a body of work would be, is we're going to continue to make music when we feel like we could add to it and it feels right. It's the best way I could put it. That's like, I don't know what that means schedule-wise or cadence-wise, but it does kind of feel like that. It's kind of like, you know what? I think we get an idea. And
and then the next layer of that is everything gets planned around the real priorities in life, which is
your kids and your wife,
family, and your wife and kids. And
it's going to be tough. This is going to be your first time going out on the road with.
It will be. It'll actually be like we will be. We've been out a few times, like for short, like 10 days,
10-day runs.
That's kind of the limit, is 10 days. But this will definitely be the first like proper like tour. But the way that it's scheduled, I'm going to be home once a week.
Really?
Yeah.
Wait, don't you have a huge Europe run?
We have a Europe run, but again, that's like a 12-day run.
Oh, for real?
We packed them all in together.
We're keeping it really tight.
Are you guys hitting Australia?
We hit Australia.
You just did?
We did.
It's great.
It was great.
Shows.
Fucking what's in the water down there?
I don't know.
Sharks.
Sharks and spiders and snakes.
Do you think it's I've always attributed Australia and Florida to be like kissing cousins because everything kills you in Florida.
Yeah.
And there's a million things that kill you in
yeah.
Florida.
I think that's a good like analogy. We love Australia. We get along great in Florida. We love Australia. We get along great in Australia. We've always had like we've got a really unique career in Australia.
Really?
Yeah, we've got a great relationship with Australia. Yeah. We did the Joel started out on The Voice down there, and then he brought me down there, and then we did The Voice together down there.
It's just like
but it was the first place we actually had a big hit too.
What do you mean?
On our first album?
Oh, is it
first big radio? Yeah.
Really?
First place ever.
Yeah, here didn't really go till the second album.
Interesting.
Yeah.
The Australia is. I just had a brain fart. Wait, we were talking about
what they put in the water.
Florida
and Australia being kissing cousins.
I can't believe I forgot something that quick. I think that's how aphasia starts.
No, you're fine.
Okay, good. Australia is pretty fucking.
You're
awesome.
overwhelmed with the twinness.
I am. It's so funny.
But when you sit with us, though, it's not really like we're twins.
No, not at all.
Like there's no. It's like people don't understand that. Like it's like everyone who knows us, our wives, they don't think we look anything alike.
Yeah, you look less and less alike now.
The more you know us, yeah.
You look more Maryland than he does.
I do. It's because of the camo.
What? Wait, he looks more Maryland than I do?
Yeah.
Really? I would always say that I probably have that edge.
Rougher and tougher.
Might be. I wore a nice jacket.
I was going to show you my jacket that I have to wear tonight. Yeah. See what you think. There's been a few people that I've met in this business, and I think it's the older I get. I think the longer you're in this business, the less you. I don't know if less you want to be here, but the less that you are just here. I think I'm saying that wrong, but I think the longer you're in this business, the more you stick around. It means you're just here because you're here. There's a lot of people that get in early that are like you could tell they want to be there and they're excited and they're like, yeah, this is where I thought all the answers were.
Yeah,
and then you're here for a while and you're like, oh, I'm here also. And like when I ran into you, I was like, oh, I'm here also.
Yeah,
and you were there, and I was like, cool. And then you could tell there was a couple people that are like. Even like the sweetest guy is the pitcher for the fucking
nice, really nice guy, man.
Blake Snell.
But you got to remember these guys are
young,
like 23.
Yeah, and you could tell like he didn't know what to do.
Yeah, because it's weird.
It's his party, and he's like he's just an athlete.
Yeah,
and he's like, so how did you get into comedy? And you're like, oh, you don't have to interview me. Like, and I know he didn't think he was, but he's just you can tell like.
Like, you know,
but that's the thing is it takes years to get used to this shit.
Yeah, and sometimes you don't.
And sometimes
you just call it weird.
And you just call it weird. Like every now and then at this age, at 47, we'll show up somewhere like, that was fucking weird.
Yeah.
Why did we do that? But that's just how it is.
And I bet you guys have to go to things that no one would go to.
Dude, and especially when you're like, when my wife is like, will you please come? Because she knows I don't want to do, listen, I don't want to do another red carpet in my life, but I understand sometimes you got to do them. It depends on the thing.
If you need me there.
And so like, she's like, will you come with me? And we have a little thing. One is like, I can like on some stuff, she's like, come, you don't have to do the carpet or anything. And then sometimes she's like, I would really love it if you just do the whole thing with me. I'm going to be miserable, whatever. And like, you work it out. That's the reality of the conversation.
Yeah.
Right. I don't know how to explain it better than that. And I'm like, of course, hon. So I go and I like try to put a fucking jacket on and I'm like, I don't know what to do.
I always just go, honey, do you need me to be there? And she's like, no, honey, you're good.
And that's it. That's how it works. It's like, she's like, no, it's fine. I'll go do this.
I go, because I'll go if you want me to. But
that's the conversation. But every guy I know, every other person I know that's like, that I'm friends with they're having the same conversation. They're like, do you need me to go?
You don't need me at that,
do you want me to go? And then like sometimes you got to go. And then you're having the same conversation.
Yeah.
But it's like a weird aspect of like your job. Strange that some stuff you got to go do or you got to do.
But we always.
It's so funny. Not to interrupt, but someone said at that party, it's so cool that you brought your wife to this event. And I was like, I wanted to be like, she's my only friend. I was like, who was like, and then someone, I think it was one of the guys that there, and he was like, I thought you might bring like, another someone who might buy watches as opposed to someone who's going to go, don't buy that watch. And then I was like, oh, I could have brought Tom.
You're like, this is the person I talk about buying the watches for.
Yeah. And then Tom was like, why didn't you bring me? And I was like, oh, I'm sorry. I just thought to bring my wife. I have Leanne go to every red carpet with me because they make me uncomfortable.
Right.
So uncomfortable.
And that's the thing is like,
it's uncomfortable. That's all it is.
And I only get comfortable. I swear to God. I hope she's already left. I only get comfortable when they go, can we just get one with him? And I give her my sunglasses. I go, I'll be right back. And then they're like, can you take the shirt off? Awesome. Next. Those red carpets.
But that's just like when you've been with your wife as long as you have, when you've done enough of it, it's just like a thing. Like you know what you said, okay, I'm going to go and I'm going to do it. You're never comfortable. You just kind of go through it. You try your best. Like really
it's like anything else.
Do something with your hand.
It's like the objective at hand is to go and fulfill this
promote the thing or do the thing or whatever.
Support somebody.
Oh yeah. Like say it's your friend and they have a movie coming. Whatever it is, you're there and you're for the right reason. You're not there for the wrong reason.
Podcasting gives you a reason to talk to someone. Like, I don't know that I'd ever get this reason to talk to someone, but then it also establishes friendships, I think, beyond the podcast where you get to see them and you're like, oh, we've hung out before.
Yeah.
But I'm wondering who you guys have met in celebrity moments where you're like, oh, I would have been friends with him regardless of, and like I'll start with one.
Yeah, go ahead.
Then I'm going to start with two because they're the only two people that I've met other than you. I swear to God when I say this, and I think I might have said this to you that night. I think I said both of these people to you that night.
Okay.
Where I think I used this example to you.
Okay.
I very seldomly meet anyone I'm ever going to be friends with. I'm very much like.
But I felt like we were going to be friends.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
I'm a very much single serving guy where I go, I can give you a lot of Bert right now, but you're not going to get the real thing.
I love the way you put that because I feel similar to that sometimes.
Yeah. Jack Osborne and O'Shea Jackson.
He's awesome.
Jack Osborne and O'Shea Jackson are two people that I've met that I have to say I am authentically friends with. Whether or not they agree with this is up to them. But like I don't feel like I have to be someone around them. I don't feel like I have to talk when I'm around them. I can stand next to them at a party and we'll make each other giggle back and forth.
Yep.
But I don't know who raised, I know who raised them, but like the idea that they were raised by those people and they're as normal as they are is like when I met you and then I immediately got in the car and I was like, wait, where the fuck's he from? And then I was like, oh my God, he's regular. That's why I like him. And I was like, oh, he's like, just like, okay, I got it.
I called Joel and I said,
he did.
I
was like, that's great because I love him. But for some reason, I thought.
But I kind of knew when you see people and you go, we'd probably be friends. Like,
yeah. I think you do an incredible job of being yourself unapologetically, just being you and not veering off of that.
Well, thank you.
I do.
But I also, you know what I think part of it is? Because not everyone makes you feel like you can do this. I think it's like why me and Cameron got married. It's like when people make you actually be able to reveal yourself. Right? So you're going to meet people where they're at. If they don't allow you to just like be yourself, then you're just going to be whatever. You're just going to be whatever. Like you said, like you're just going to be the Bert guy.
Yeah.
You know? It's the same with me, right? So like when somebody like allows you to just be yourself and it's like you don't feel weird.
And in fact, when you are, they like you more.
Yeah,
and like,
and you meet people where you're at. So it's like because other people you could kind of start like by just like being authentically excited or whatever, and they shut you down. You kind of go, oh well, I'm not going to be the.
But
nerd,
the reason the reason you like Jack and O'Shea is because they see the real truth of this place and these rooms and these places. If you've been somewhere with them, you're clocking someone who is actually seeing this for what it is versus the kind of fantasy that all this is actually, no, they grew up in it. They're not impressed by it. They're more impressed by something interesting or something actually good or someone that's actually cool, actually nice versus the idea of stuff that is what kind of Most people are presenting the idea of something, and then whenever every now and then you find something that's actually good, and you're like, I fuck with that. I see the same thing. Nicole, when I met her, I knew right away. Same thing. She grew up in it. She's not impressed. She doesn't give a fuck. She's more impressed by someone who's actually nice, actually cool, actually decent. You know what I mean? So
but
I think
the trappings are. It's kind of interesting for I would say the three of us, in that I was really blown away by celebrity when I was young. Like I was. I was like,
I remember the first. I remember the first time we saw a famous person.
Who?
Yeah, we were blown away.
It was
Couldn't believe they were in real life.
Marlon Wayans. I told him this story.
First time we ever came out
because now we're friendly. I'd say damn near friends. Like
every time we see
each other, it's great.
Always been
I told him that's the first time we ever
met him. We said
the first time we ever came to LA. I said you're the first
bar.
You're the first famous person I ever saw in real life.
In 2000,
I never forgot it.
Marlon Wayans.
We were so blown away. We were like,
I was blown away,
Wayans.
dude. Because I told him that, and he was so nice. But years later, I remembered it. Like I remembered it.
We were like,
aside
wow.
from some
because
bands.
he had been in. I'm trying to think.
But that
what
was
year
different
it was.
than-
Well, no, I'm trying to
It was
think
like
what year
Scary
it was.
Movie.
It was scary. It had to be
like-
Scary Movie.
Yeah.
So I'm thinking, we
we-
knew Marlon. Marlon and his younger brother.
So there's
Sean and
Sean-
Marlon used to do stand up together. They used to go out and tour together, and so they were on the circuit. So you'd see
That's
them
like
on
a
the
dual
thing.
act?
Yeah,
that's-
no, I think they'd both do stand up.
To us, he was a
Different.
movie star.
Yeah. Oh no, 100%. But I'm
was a scary
also
movie.
I'm also his age, I think, or maybe a little older. So like his brother Keenan and fucking
Of course.
and
It's
Damon.
like the whole family.
Damon is part of the reason I do stand up. I mean, like, and so, but they were not accessible, but like they'd be at the Cellar. You'd see him around clubs. So like, I love that you say he was a celebrity because he is hardcore.
I was
a fucking
So
celebrity.
us, we were
More
like
so today.
a movie star. We were just blown away. We were like, holy shit, in real life.
I think he's a treasure.
He's the Wayans.
Family. The family
is a treasure.
So we were
every
so
Wayans.
excited. Okay, I remember seeing. I mean, we told this story on the podcast. I remember it so clear. I remember seeing Doug Williams, the Redskins quarterback, walking out of the David Copperfield Magic Show in Washington D.C. It's a big deal. Big deal.
He's got in his Lexus.
Oh, he was wearing a
We were
Rolex
like,
and he got in his
wow.
Lexus, and I was like, one day that's me. I did get a Lexus too, by the way, and a Rolex.
I have a Doug Williams jersey.
And he stopped. And by
Dude,
the
that's deep.
way, he stopped and like,
Are you a Commanders fan?
Doug Williams fan.
Okay.
Doug Williams explains
That's
everything.
interesting.
My base of understanding racism was Doug Williams' career, because I was a Tampa Bay Buccaneers fan. He was the Bucks, and people were booing him.
he was with the Bucks.
before.
Oh, see, I only knew him as a Redskin. I
So-
knew him when he joined the Redskins.
I went out of my way to do a podcast with Doug Williams. I'm that much of a Doug Williams fan.
That's amazing.
And by the
Did
way,
you do a podcast with him?
100%.
Oh, I haven't seen.
Doug Williams is the reason I bought a $100,000 house for Habitat for Humanity. Ultimately, I was like, I'm such a fucking idiot. And first of all, I'm obsessed with Doug. So I do a podcast with Doug, Tampa. I explain everything. I'm going to be very candid. I think all of it was a little lost on him. I don't think he understood what the podcast was. I don't think he really understood his importance to me. I think his memories of Tampa were fine, but jaded.
But you got to hang out with him though.
I got to hang out with him.
Yeah.
And then shake his hand. And his hands are so big. And everything about him is just fucking great.
You know who we got to hang out with? And I love Doug Williams.
Who?
And that's amazing to hear the story.
Who?
Our version of that.
Our version of that.
Who?
Cal Ripken Jr. Yeah, so
Dude,
we got.
amazing.
He asked us.
He's so cool.
So his foundation.
He's
Want to talk
so-
about the funnest night, the
Best
coolest
night, one of the best nights of our life.
Tell me,
I've never
it
been
was
more excited
not
for a story in
it
my
was
entire life.
Awesome.
altering. Like,
Dude, he's
like,
so cool.
it was so real. By the
so
way,
real. He's such
and
a,
he was like making jokes with me while we were
Like,
like
under his
there's
breath?
like it's his charity and there's a charity auction, and so he's amazing. He's the best. He would literally like was so cool. So they auctioned off a round of golf with him. So I was like, hey, Cal, I'm gonna get this, and he goes, oh, you don't got to do that. Well, I'll play golf with you anytime. And I said, no, I'm gonna get this. So I got the round of golf.
How much?
10 grand.
10 grand.
Easy money.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it was in Maryland. Right.
Someone Google right now how much for a round of golf with celebrities. I'm gonna start buying rounds. I'm gonna go around the country and just
buy
donate,
rounds of golf.
buy rounds of golf with celebrities. They're gonna go, who the fuck are you?
So we genuinely became friends.
Are you serious?
Oh
we're
no,
on
we
text.
like
We're on
I'm not
text.
saying we text each other all the time, but
if you needed to get a hold of him.
But yeah, I mean he was
he's
the realist.
so chill. He's
the realist.
so real.
The
He's
realist,
so funny.
dude.
Dude.
And we haven't played golf with him yet.
No, we haven't. No, we haven't pulled it.
You got the round of golf?
We got it.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean,
And you know the other great thing about being twins is we split everything. It's $5,000 a piece.
yeah.
I have a problem with those auctions.
It's half price.
Well, I usually don't participate in those things, but on that one, I'm literally going, hey, I actually want. There's two things going on here. One, I know it will be better round of golf for him than maybe someone else in the crowd who could have got that round of golf.
Yes.
And maybe that would have been a little bit more punishing of the time. No offense to anyone who would have bought that round of golf. Two, we get to play golf. And three, the money goes to a great cause. So I was like,
and we're fun to play golf with.
I think you guys would be a blast to play golf with.
It's a good hang.
it is a good hang.
Good hang.
It's chill.
Nate Bargatze, not the funnest round of golf.
You know, I don't know him,
He takes
but
himself.
Who?
Nate Bargatze. He's so funny. But he makes me laugh, but I don't think he'd make everyone laugh. Like he makes me laugh, but I
Do you play?
Yeah.
Okay.
I
We should
think
play.
I'd
you're
love
not
to.
afraid to laugh at things that make you laugh.
Oh.
And I think sometimes people have to hold it in because they, I think you have the freedom to laugh, which
laugh
makes you
really
fun.
hard.
Because you could laugh at something about me and I would laugh along.
You got to remind people that.
It's like,
It's not that that's your mission, but like, it's nice when you, like, I think you naturally remind people that they can laugh a little bit.
Anything else you really you had burning desire to talk about?
Yeah, I liked you had a good list of questions.
You had a
It was very natural.
you're very
No.
good.
I mean, now
You're
I
good
just
at
want
this.
to talk about Doug Williams.
Yeah.
I'm fascinated by. I am fascinated by celebrity. I'm fascinated by. Like the only time I ever hooked up with a celebrity, and she wasn't a celebrity, but she was like on TV, and I remember being like, "Oh fuck, she's just as broken as everyone else," and I was like, that kind of took the wind out of celebrity for me, and now I think I'm always fascinated by that. I'm really stuck on this thing about, because I think that's the reason you guys, like Papa Roach is a great example.
Yeah.
They still have a huge fan base, and
Yeah.
the reason is because
They're playing the biggest shows of their career
yeah.
Same as us.
right now.
Yeah.
So are we.
So,
Do you,
biggest shows ever.
do you know why? And I'll give you, and this is my 2 cents.
Yeah.
And this, as I joke about Nate, I gotta give Nate his props. It's because your fans and Papa Roach's fans and Nate's fans actually believe that you would like them.
Because we would.
Yeah, but do you realize, like, I'm not saying Lou Reed does or doesn't, but I'm not saying that that Moby does or doesn't, but like there are some people who detest their fans.
We're just not. That's the thing that I think. Like we're not above anyone. We're literally just playing this music, and we want everyone to have a good time. But I also meet them in the coffee shop or at wherever. Like now, it's like multiple generations of people that know our band, but I'm pretty comfortable if someone comes up to me and goes, "Hey, I fucking love your band. I listened to your record when I was in 5th grade." I'm like, cool. I'm not offended that they haven't listened to me since whatever. We have a nice chat. I'm not uncomfortable. And if we end up like you end up in situations where people like are a fan of your music and you're there, you're playing golf. I'm going to hang. And it's just, we get past that and we're just hanging out. So like, I think there's a level of like, I'm not worried about separating too much from like this.
But I actually think that we're still very hopeful guys. Like we're still hoping people will like us. It doesn't run our life. You know what I mean? It's not like we'll give up everything to be popular, but like we still are walking into the room with a more hopeful sort of intention.
I definitely want to make friends.
Yeah,
for
like
sure.
we definitely are going out into the world. Like
I'm not trying to not
we're
make
hoping
friends.
more that we become friends with somebody than if we're like.
Yeah.
So I think even for anybody, like you make a record and say, we hope people like. It's still the same.
But I think that's like more than not. I think that's the average guy is like, I will meet you where you're at. If you come at me, I'm gonna meet you there. I'm not gonna. But if we get the chance to bro down and hang out, even if we don't agree on everything, it's not that hard. I'll be that guy most of the time, and I feel like you're the same way. You see other dudes where you're like, yeah, he'd be cool if you're cool to him.
Yeah,
it's that simple.
But you probably meet people where they're at too, because if someone's a dick, you're probably like,
okay, I guess we're doing that today.
I'm very quick to decide on people where I go, oh, this guy can feel energy.
Especially when it comes
I misread it a lot of times.
But also, we're not like,
have to.
But again, I'm not walking around like the guy in the whiskey commercial. Like, by the way, he seems cool. I don't know. I haven't met him. Like most of the guys I know, we're like just trying to be happy.
Just trying to hold it together.
Trying to actually trying to.
We're trying to get to school drop off on time. Literally, just
actually trying to be like dads, husbands. We're actually trying to figure that out. We're trying to work, make a living.
I think most 9 out of 10
and then have a good time somewhere. That like whether it's playing golf or doing this or doing that. And I think like I'm not measuring every other guy. Like what's he driving? What's he doing? I'm just trying to hang out.
That's a wild statement. I remember one time I was at a airport bar. And I'm drinking by myself, texting with my wife about my daughters. And I overhear someone saying, oh, look at him. He's probably like Googling himself.
Yeah.
And I was like
actually, I'm actually talking about a
just
school
trying
decision
to get on this flight here. And that's the thing is like, I'm not the most interesting guy in the world. I'm literally, when you are me, there's always going to be someone taller. There's always going to be someone richer. There's always going to be someone, you know what I mean? Like
third place, baby.
Well, let me just end that story with, I was like, what a fucking asshole. I got off the phone and I hit the Safari button and it was a Google of me. And I was like, I can't Google myself.
The day, just that morning.
It was a shirtless picture. I was looking for a skinny picture of me. I was like, fuck.
That very morning I had Googled myself.
That's the beauty of being a comedian is like you can find the thing that makes you so silly about yourself and laugh about it.
And reveal it to people.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know.
You get to beat them to the punch.
Oh, hopefully. That's one thing.
But I got to say, though, you will, I think we do it too. You'll downplay the level, actually what you do that you make look really easy. And you do a podcast and you translate it to a show.
Yeah.
To an actual show, to take a style, a vibe of that you've done doing stand-up or you've done doing this and actually put it into these different forms is like
incredibly hard.
Really next level. And I think that like you actually do it at a really high level, but you have found a grounded like way to actually stay in real life. Like we always kind of say like our real life and then everything else.
Well, I think that's my wife. She's fucking too real.
Same.
It's like.
Yeah. Same.
Yeah, let me just say, I'm not going to bring my wife around your wives. She's too real. I can do a real impression of my wife meeting your wives. Okay?
Yeah. All right.
Okay. Hey, Leanne, you remember Benji Madden at the Watch? Oh, yeah. How you doing? Holy shit, are you a Cameron Diaz? I go, hey, that's his wife. Hang on a second. You were great in Keanu Reeves' last movie. Shut the fuck up, okay? Hey, you were the only good thing in that movie. Shut the fuck up, okay? Hang on. This is his brother, Joel. Oh, I met you at holy shit. Your daddy's Lionel Richie. That's my wife. She's so fucking real that I go, but it's so refreshing because when you're around her, like.
But what's worse?
Someone
pretending that they
that's why Nicole would fuck with her and have a good time and by the end of the night they'd be drinking wine and doing all the things girls do.
Once she says it, she never says it again. When I said when we left the watch thing, she goes, well, who the fuck what were you guys talking about? I said, we're just bullshitting. I said, he's really regular. And she goes, yeah, well, I don't know a good Charlotte song. Play a good Charlotte song. So I put on Anthem. And she goes, oh, I know this shit. Oh, yeah, that's him? I said, yeah, and his brother. And she goes, he got a brother? And I was like, yeah. She goes, oh, okay. Wait, where's he live? I said, he lives up by Rob Lowe. She goes, oh, nice. Is he married? And I said, yeah, he's married to Cameron Diaz. Well, she was the only good thing in that Keanu Reeves movie. And I went, okay, don't ever mention that. She goes, well, if I see her, I'd have to. I said, well, no, you would never mention that. She, and I do have to say this for real. And I just to support my wife. Her acting was so good in that fucking movie. You saw it, I'm sure, right?
Which one?
The recent Keanu Reeves movie?
Outcome.
Yeah.
Yes. I loved it.
She was so good.
Yeah,
I loved it.
She was so good in it that I was like, and it's a good movie.
I loved it.
It's a good movie. It's a good movie. It's a great movie. It's a great movie. I except for the fact that she was so much better than everything going on. And it was a fucking small role, but man, she was really good.
She loved making it. It was good.
I bet.
She's also just such a.
You know what the highlight of that movie for me was?
What?
I became friends with Jonah. And now we're like really good friends.
Shut the fuck up.
So now
talk about a guy that like, you would love hanging out with.
Are you serious?
I feel so.
Don't do this. That's like telling me. That's like they go. Christy Mack. You remember Christy Mack, porn star?
I don't know.
Oh, give me either then.
But go on.
But I'm listening.
Go on.
I was on a bus with my buddy, and someone brought up.
I vaguely remember
something about. Go on.
What was that?
It may come to me.
What was that film again?
Name something.
What was that
Name
film
something
again?
she was in. Could you just give me?
I think I only read the script. Anyway.
What do you think the answer to that
you
question
collect
is gonna
porn
be?
scripts as well?
Signed by the actors.
Go ahead. All right, back to Jonah. How does that relate to Jonah?
Do you remember someone? They're like, no. Like, of course I. What was she in again?
I'm sweating.
Christy. I'm crying. What was the Jonah?
Oh yes,
I remember.
Okay, so I'll tell you, legit close friends with Jonah now.
Yeah,
like that. We like
He was
clicked.
the only person when I did my first movie and only movie. Every time I talk about my projects, it's just two things. People are like, was it the movie or the TV show about yourself? It was the movie about myself. Oh my God, I'm sweating. When I did that, they were like,
well, we only have 8 records. Which is kind of like movies. They take as long to make as movies.
Someone said, are you going to be an actor now? And I said, no. And they're like, isn't there an actor you want to work with? And I went, no. And I was like, I don't want to work with any of them. I have no interest in acting. And they were like, for real? And then after the movie got done, I was talking to someone and I was talking to the producer and I was like, so wait, I got offered a movie and I said to the producer, can I is it the like fun of like when I made my movie? And they're like, no, you just be like a hired gun. You come in and you'll be in a trailer, they'll bring you to set. And I was like, can I hang out like in Video Village and give notes and stuff? And they're like, no. I was like, can I like give notes on the script? And they're like, no, none of that. I go, then I don't want to do it. And they were like, well, isn't there someone you want to work with? And I went, no. I go, no, I only want to work with me and people that want to work with me. And then I went, you know what? I kind of want to work with Jonah Hill. And they were like, for real? I go, yeah, man, because he's just fascinating. Like I find him to be everything he's ever done has been a little different and off and like funny and really absurdist. And even like his skateboard movie I thought was fucking great. And this movie was fucking, I mean, I got to be honest with you. The movie's great. In all honesty, your wife steals the movie, in my opinion. And I hadn't seen, and now that I've acted, I haven't seen someone that casually good. And Keanu's great, and the movie's great. But my one takeaway was I wanted to work with Jonah because he just is really.
I think it was kind of next level the way he took like that's like some pretty deep like subject matter. And he somehow made like a comedy / think piece /
it's kind of almost like mystery. Almost mystery.
Yeah. So I thought, and there's like a couple really moments in the movie where you go, it kind of hits you. It's kind of like, and especially if you've been anywhere around this world where it kind of hits you. I thought, I thought it was a cool crew too. It was like just Keanu, Cameron, Jonah, Matt, and I just thought that it's a really interesting. Like I told Jonah, I was like, really interesting. It's like a comedy / kind of thought piece or something. It really makes you just kind of the whole time you're kind of just watching.
I wondered what Americans thought of it. Meaning, like, because I know how I felt about it, but I also have Googled, like, I've Googled myself and the word I don't want to see next to it. You know, like which is what Keanu's doing. Is I've done that because you're just like you do that when a special comes out. Like you're like looking for a bad review or something. I haven't really done that.
Words like stinks or tanks or
fat.
Fat. Oh yeah.
Yeah. Fat, racist, Nazi, whatever you'd find under my name.
Yeah.
And so I know, like I understood that. I mean, it was a great movie, but also I'm a big Jonah fan. So I'm kind of like leaning towards
legend.
Yeah, that's like, who's like that in music though? Like who's like that in music where you're like, name some bands you guys open for. Like you guys opened for Lit. I remember fucking Lit so much. I remember, I did Abs to Lit. 2000. I was 26 years old.
Let's think about this. It's been like legendary sort of.
Like I don't think Eddie Vedder would like me because I know his wife already doesn't.
I think it's funny. I think Eddie Vedder is like. I think when we were younger, Eddie Vedder, like I think Eddie Vedder grew like, kind of got older, and he's like way cooler now.
He's really cool.
I think he was a little bit.
He didn't like us
angry. When we were coming out.
Oh yeah. But then he's really nice. Like,
then I met him really years later, and he said,
nice guy.
Hey man, I said some stuff about you guys when you guys first came out. Like you guys were in a new wave. He's like, I'm sorry. It was really silly. I was young.
Oh, that makes me like Eddie.
I liked him. Cool. I immediately
jealous Eddie versus older Eddie makes me understand that Eddie is a regular
guy. Regular guy who's just like,
cool.
I sing, I do things.
Super cool.
I think a lot of those.
I fucked up with his wife. We were in a private room before the Pearl Jam show, and I was with a friend of hers, and I don't know why. You know when you try to like relate to someone,
yeah,
and she didn't dislike me, but I just fucked up, and I was like, oh yeah, I was saying something, and we were talking about someone said Hawaii, and then I said, oh yeah. I'm friends with, I meant to say Gabby and Laird. Gabby Reese, the volleyball player, and Laird Hamilton, her husband, surfer.
Okay.
And I said it with a British accent, and I don't know why.
You were nervous.
You were nervous. Does she have a British accent?
No.
Oh. Well, why do you think she doesn't like you?
With a British accent. She repeated it back in a British accent. I was like, where are you from? And I was like, I'm from Tampa, Florida. And then she's like, interesting. And then I was with Chelsea Handler, and she just did that in accent.
I don't.
She left, and Chelsea Handler goes, what the fuck is wrong with you? And she goes, are you wasted? I go, I'm stone sober. She goes, the fuck did you just talk in an accent to her?
You were nervous.
And I was like,
you were nervous.
She looked at I was so embarrassed. I don't know how I got. I'm friends with Gabby and Lad. I'm sorry, Lad.
Dude, you were nervous. You were just nervous.
It's hard. It's tough being in like the rooms with like people that all feel really important, you know, at the thing. And
I don't think
she
she probably just likes you though, dude.
She was like, oh, she left.
Yeah.
She walked away. She went, Gabby and Lad. And I went, She goes, where are you from? I said Tampa. And she went, the accent? And I went, and she just went, all right, I'll call you about Eddie's birthday, and just walked out.
Yeah, she doesn't care. I guarantee it.
It was cool though. It was cool. That was cool
that's cool.
Because you know we were little kids when we came out, and we were literally just trying our best. And then Pearl Jam
was.
It's like come on. It's like Pearl Jam. I remember getting Pearl Jam. Remember you got me that tape, the cassette tape for Christmas.
They were God, man.
So then we're gonna be like, well, fuck you. You know what I mean? Like we're not gonna back down. We're just gonna be like, hey, well then fuck you guys. And then that was really nice. He all years later. came up, forget where it was, came up, it was like a private party somewhere. And he came over and he said, "Hey, I want to apologize."
Wow,
and I was like,
Holy shit.
and of course I'm going to act like I don't see Eddie Vedder right there, right? Like I'm going to act like I don't, and I'm like, there's no need to apologize. It was really nice. It made me, I literally left there like skipping, called him.
Yeah.
I said, "Man, Eddie Vedder just came up and talked to me for..."
We can listen to Pearl Jam again?
It sucks when you got to turn off their shit and be like,
Bro, I
oh,
wasn't.
fuck.
That was great.
My integrity. I can't separate it. If
Yeah.
somebody comes, that's just it. There's a lot of art in the world, but I was so happy because I love Pearl Jam.
Dude, I haven't listened to Pearl Jam and we went to this concert with my daughters, and the next day we're in the car, or no, the day before we're in the car, we're about to go, and they start playing Pearl Jam songs I have not listened to since college, and I'm like, God damn, these are.
It's deep. The catalog goes deep.
Yeah.
It's such a good band.
I had the same experience on the other side of the coin
Where you got to
with Fred Durst. So back in the day when we first came out, for whatever reason, I got drawn into the, like whatever the threat other people felt from Fred Durst. Like I was, in some interviews or in, somewhere, some platform, I can't remember, but in some interviews somewhere, I just added on to the hate. And it really taught me a lot, actually.
So wait, like people
well before I actually, like now I'm friends with Fred, well before I ever talked to him, we literally almost got into a fight at an event somewhere, with not Fred, but now I became friends with the whole band. Like but it really taught me a lesson, because even after that happened, I felt bad because I'm the opposite of that. I go around and make friends. Whatever that was, I was caught in a moment. I chose, it was a weak moment. It was a cheap moment. And I always said, if I ever get the opportunity, I hope I get to talk to those guys, because I actually like their music. And, being a little kid coming into this, playing whatever role you think you got to play, that taught me a lesson that lasted for the rest of my life.
Oh.
And now we're friends. We had a whole conversation, for many years now. And so that actually meant a lot to me, just because we got to learn our own lessons too, and so to have the Eddie Vedder thing, and I can't think of any others, but there's probably
one more there's one more that it wasn't the same exact thing because something got taken out of context. So the Strokes, something happened with the Strokes, but we weren't talking shit, but something got taken out of context or something. And we almost got into something with them in Japan.
Yep.
And then years later, I met Nick and became really good friends with Nick, the guitar player, Nick Valenci. And we, to this day, I love him. And
now and friendly with the whole
band. But we
band.
talked about it. It was some, I forget what it was, but it was like, they aren't going to take it. They're not going to back down. They're like, you talking shit. And we were like, we both, we almost got into something.
Well, yeah, and then we're not going to back down,
But
and it's
that's the kind of nature of media too. They kind of love that shit. But
media fucking loves it, and the internet makes it 100 times
and
worse.
you look back as a kid, right? And you look at how you do kind of get set up for those things, and people
can't see it coming.
You can't see it coming, and sometimes media,
but also the Strokes,
darker side of media will set up kids coming in to do media have no idea that all they want to do is get a soundbite of this or like a thing in this, so they shift it. I think that's something that
it sucks, and you have to go through this as a podcaster. What sucks is that the reason I have this podcast is not to find a clip. I don't care about the clip.
People.
That's why people talk to you.
So that's why I enjoy this. I
feel the same about yours.
Yeah.
The reason people love talking to you is because you're not trying to find
catch them.
The episode you did with his wife is fucking fascinating. Not one, in my opinion, not one clippable moment. Maybe there's one. There might be one. But more importantly, it's a conversation about growth and family. And I'm sitting there going this is like a TED Talk.
But it's not interesting to most.
Because no one's like, so tell me about Drew
because it's not a train wreck,
right.
That's the thing is, and I'm certain that someone will pick these out of what we said of
course,
the gossipy things. But the thing is I don't really give a fuck about a clip because the clip for
Drew's
me
incredible, by the way.
Unless we laugh, unless like I'm sure it'll be clipped out that I talked to Eddie Vedder's wife in a fucking British accent.
Yeah,
but I don't mind being foolish. But I don't really like if I always say I did a crazy great podcast with someone, and we got done, and he was like, "Can we not release that?" And I went, "Okay." He was like, "I just feel like it's all gonna get clipped out," and I went, "All right, yeah, of course, we don't have to do it." And he's like, "Can we redo it?" I was like, "Yeah." And so we redid it, and the things that were juicy, that were really fucking venomous, we didn't talk about, and it was a great podcast, still a great podcast, and but I don't. That's not my interest in this. And when you talk about the Fred Durst stuff, or the Eddie Vedder, or the Strokes, I look back at like how naive I was to say like I didn't realize I was just giving them exactly what they wanted.
You walked into it.
Oh, I mean, I don't think I've ever. I have. I definitely have shit on comics. I definitely have. I definitely have. 100%.
But like, that's the thing
and
too.
I've been
is
shit on a lot, and I hold that shit so tightly. I have a friend who made a slight comment about me one time. A friend, and I have not replied to his texts. I have not replied to him at all. It hurt me so bad because I've always been good to you. Like I've always been a friend. I've always been a friend. When people weren't your friend, I was a friend.
Yeah.
And I go and you're getting a little heat, and you're gonna just make an off-color joke about me when you don't have to.
Would you ever have him on the podcast and just talk it out?
No, never. I would never do that.
your feelings got hurt.
Oh yeah. Oh, I'm very sensitive.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
Very, very
No,
sensitive.
I have.
We all are.
I probably have that. I found like the Strokes thing is a good example. Is I love that band. I fucking love the Strokes, and whatever that was, we were all young, and I got to apologize because Nick is a good guy, and he's also like he's got integrity. So it ended up making us like become friends, and we have friends between us. And I actually found that it was a good thing because I got to like get to know a band I love and see they're made of something. They're real. Like
they were down to throw down,
and they were down. Like he was down to.
They were down to fight for it.
That's the thing is like over the years,
which I love.
Over the years,
same with Limp Bizkit. By the way, they were down.
Also, like Eddie Vedder's down to make a repair with someone. He doesn't have to. Doesn't need to fucking go over to him.
Oh no! Like as a matter of fact, you would imagine in the dialogue I had with fucking Lou Reed in my head, I have that with other people. I have had it with everyone. I would imagine I would have had a fucking dialogue about what Eddie Vedder said about me and how I wouldn't register on his radar, and I would have gone down a rabbit hole of crazy.
But they taught me how to be.
For him to come up, I'd be like,
those situations taught me how to act. They taught me how to be. They taught me like, oh, dude, that's a band I love. I want to be more like that.
There's not enough of that is spoken of men who teach you how to be.
Yeah.
That is so important.
We need examples, as you know what I mean, especially as men, young men, especially if your dad's not around, especially if you're in an industry full of people who have less than stellar integrity because they put money first. Like I think I've found as I've gotten older, the men that I idolize, they all share a similar quality. They're still married to their wives. Their kids are close to them. They all have different levels of,
and they're not afraid to talk about something. If there was a misunderstanding, if there's something, they'll be right head on. They'll be like, hey,
if there's a billionaire sitting there and a guy that manages his shop, and that billionaire doesn't have his wife and his kids hate him, and that guy is with his wife and his kids love him, I'm gonna listen to that guy's advice way sooner than I listen to the billionaire.
I had a man who was on my TV show, and it was a weird thing in transition at the Travel Channel at the time. I was the host, but they were turning me the executive producer, and they were telling me it was my show, and the network was telling me I need to take more control, and I was taking more control creatively, and this guy said some very loose things about me in front of the client. The client was the country of Australia, oddly enough. And he kind of talked shit about me in front of the client. Australia was paying for the whole 2 episodes, and he was talking shit. And Australia, the country of Australia, their rep came up to me and said, "This guy was just trashing you to me, in front of me, and to the network, to a bunch of people. You need to handle that. I can't have that on this shoot that I've paid for." So I fired him on the spot. I went over and I fired him, and they removed it. We couldn't send him home. We removed him from the set, stayed in a hotel, and like 2 weeks later, he calls me, and he goes, "I'm sorry." And I was like, "Okay." And he goes, "You're young." I've never had anyone be this accountable in my life. Absolutely not my wife. But he goes, "I'm sorry. I wasn't aware of what was happening with the network and you. I stepped out and I talked shit about you, and I didn't realize the client was there. And I absolutely deserve to get fired. You're younger than me. It made me feel threatened. You got to understand, I've been in this business a long time, and I feel like my positions are dropping every show I get on. I go to a lower and lower position, and I used to be running shows, and now I'm not. And that fucks with your ego when you're 59 years old and you see a 36-year-old kid come in and he's now your boss. So I just want to say that in parting, that's why that happened." And I went, "That all makes sense." And he was like, "Yeah." And he's like, "Obviously, I understand that I'm fired. I would love my job back. I have a family, but if you stay with me being fired, I can understand you not wanting me on this set. But I had to say that to let you know that I fucked up, and I wouldn't be a man if I didn't tell you this." I was like, "Dude, you got your job back." I was like, "That's all, you could have just said that there."
Yeah.
But like, the fact that you said that is all that matters to me. Like, I just felt like you were talking shit behind my back. And then you say all these things that all I thought was, one day I'm going to be 59 and I'm going to watch dudes come up and it's going to threaten me. And I'm going to feel fucking a certain type of way about it. But
now you have a reference.
And can I tell you what's crazy? This guy has crushed it. After this show, he went on to produce shows, and he ran like fucking the DIY network. He ran like their top shows, and he was just in a spot, and he was in a spot, and you see, and like I love that. I love that. I don't want to hate Eddie Vedder, but there's so many parts of him that feel like he wouldn't like you, No,
I think.
And then when you hear this, you go, "Oh, he would like you." He would, and his wife would like me a lot.
Yeah, because he's so
Especially
cool.
with my accent.
You think, "Oh, he's too cool to like me."
Do you think that, like, I never felt like you guys got that. Like, you guys felt like I always felt like you guys were approachable. I always felt like Papa Roach was approachable.
Yeah,
I felt like Incubus was approachable.
Those are great guys. The best guys. Incubus are the best guys. Papa Roach, the best guys. I don't know what it is. We're the same. I think
Brandon, you would just love. Because he's so sensitive
cool.
and he's so thoughtful, and he's just like exactly what you think when you listen to Incubus. He's just cool as shit and actually
very positive.
Very positive. I don't think he would even hear it if you were trying to talk shit about something to him. He would just be like, "That's an interesting perspective," Like he's just like really like smart,
super zen.
Yeah, zen.
Do you think my generation got the best generation of music? And I mean, think about my generation. So I'm 53. I'm a little bit older than you guys.
Were we in it? Because yes,
no, you were. I told you that when you guys defined me moving to New York.
Mm-hmm.
That was that moment.
2000.
Oh, 100%.
98.
I moved to New York in 97. I left in 2000, and I lived out here. I was out here during September 11th. Mm-hmm. But that whole, I count that whole
the era,
97 to 2004, as like
that was the sweet spot for us.
That was when you still had album sales, you still bought CDs, you guys still made money, tours were fucking crazy. I got to live through Michael Jackson. Yeah. I got to live through NWA, Two Live Crew, Pearl Jam, Nirvana, the fucking, what we'll just call the MTV generation of music, which was like, I mean, they used to do those, what was it called? Now What? Or
Now Volume 1. That's what I call music. Yeah. And volume, I mean, and then, 38.
You could put that on beginning to end and every song was a banger. And you'd be like, "I don't like this band." Oh, it doesn't matter. It's the fucking greatest song I've ever heard.
Yeah, I mean, and then like Korn came, and like Green Day, and then Blink, and then us, and
It was a good time.
It was a great time.
I think it was raw.
It was a good time. And I think everybody, if you think back, was all just a bunch of kids.
Everyone was.
No idea what they were doing.
But it's like so crazy now to make money as a grown up and not know what I'm doing, to have made it at 22 years old, to go like, what are we supposed to do with? I mean, how do you still have money? Like you must have.
That's a good question.
Wait, how do you guys still have money? Like it's like I know you do because I've Googled your net worth, but like, how does that happen? You're not. You don't come from generational wealth.
No.
Who was the
money.
right person in your corner?
Each other.
Was that it?
Yep.
Yeah.
That was it. We were blessed with we were really blessed to have the experience of saying, okay, the one thing we got to make sure that we don't do is ever be broke again.
Because we were broke.
So the other thing is we never stopped working. So it doesn't matter what levels of success you have, because you're only going to see the Instagram feed or something, right? Like you'll remember the hit, but all the work in between still amounts to something. Mm-hmm. So you don't have to always be on top. You don't always have to have a hit.
Third
it's
place.
like, and ours were kind of spread out a little bit too. You know, we like there were plenty of misses that made you really appreciate, get back, do the work. And I think we just always said, hey, we could be, we could be working construction right now. And we have friends who are right now. And that's way harder than what we're doing. So when we ever get annoyed because, there's some tricky things out there to navigate, especially like when you and Nicole got together, and that was a whole different time. And then, you're navigating just trying to have a family. And then you go and do these kind of like radio interviews with, whoever the morning personality is, and all day. It's like you're like you are not walking in with an agenda to try and and so those little things you kind of get used to it. Listen, we also always said to each other, like, man, we wrote Lifestyles of the Rich and Famous. Like, we if you don't want it, we'll take it. We still feel that way. We still we still feel like every day we just remind each other, like, hey,
it's a real job.
And if you treat it like a real job, then the things that anyone consider like, oh, that's a loss, you say,
no, still take it.
It's a job. It's a job. It's a job. So I think the thing that we never stopped doing was we never stopped working.
I feel like I don't know what I'd do if I stopped working.
Now we didn't just go.
Yeah, you go nuts.
Yeah, but we were thoughtful about it. Like we said, hey, we played arenas,
but
we're not going to backtrack. Right? We're going to wait. We're going to say, okay, well, if that's not where we're at, then let's work on this thing over here.
So you start a company. We're pretty good at real estate. Pretty good at like just saving and investing and doing like mutual funds and things like that. Pretty good at like just building over time. Also, the crazy thing that I always tell young people is like, I'm 47. So when I was 27, 20 years ago, if you just start saving, you'll actually be all right. Just put a little aside every year.
Yeah.
And be conscious of it. And then you get better and better.
It kind of works.
And it kind of works. And like
it's crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then also when you get married, there's two of you. And if you work together and you're a team, you can go even further.
And I also have a theory.
Try to be smart and work hard.
I don't know if it's a theory because I don't really have it worked out, but I never, ever cared about money.
I just had this conversation with my wife.
If it sounds like a bad idea, I won't do it. But if it sounds like fun and it feels like it's going to enrich my life somehow, I'm not going to worry about it too much. So yeah. I think and also if we're just doing this, if we're thinking about, oh, I hope we make this record and I hope we make a bunch of money, the records, I don't think it's going to be as good. If we just make the record because we're excited.
Same with the tour.
And we just have faith. I just have this weird feeling that it's all going to work out and everybody's going to eat. So I just feel like at the end of the day, and me and my wife say this, like when we're making a decision or we're doing something that sounds fun, right? It's just like, it's all about being a family, having an experience. And at the end of the day, she comes from nothing too. We always just say like,
and don't try to keep up with anyone else. Like live in the house you can live in and love the house. Like I like my house. I don't want to live in anyone else's house. That's how I feel about every house that I've had. And each house has gotten better. And now I feel like we're in our forever house We're at the right age.
But also
like you
don't
said,
pretend like I'm
forever.
not living the dream. I also don't pretend like I am. I'm definitely living my dream. I've got a beautiful, like my dream was to be married and have a family and have it be, but also have it be peaceful.
Can I ask you a question? I asked this to Leanne the other day, and I'll tell you her answer after you answer. I was listening to something, and it said, do you feel like your life's gotten better every year?
Yeah.
Do you feel like your life's gotten better every year?
Consistently.
Yeah.
Beyond. I couldn't even like I guess you say quantify it.
How long have you been with your wife?
24 years.
Don't you feel like the last, I would say maybe like 10, we're 20 years this year we've been together. The last 7 we hit some spot where it's like I never thought it could be this good.
So it gets better. In my opinion, it gets better. I will say that I think we are having more fun than we've ever had. I laugh with her harder than I've ever laughed. And she can do, there is a shorthand where we're like twins, where we don't even need to communicate, where she can get me to laugh at myself when I'm in a bad mood.
Yeah.
And we're in a great place. However, my wife said, and I didn't realize it until this weekend, we were at Isla's college, and my wife got there and she started cleaning her house. I was not. I went for a jog and fucking listened to Lou Reed. And my wife started cleaning Isla's house top to bottom, and then started making biscuits and sausage and gravy and then eggs. There were only one person in this house, and my wife made maybe 20 biscuits. She goes, well, she'll freeze them. And then I went, and then she looked at me and she goes, this was the happiest I ever was. I said, what? She goes, when I was a mom. She goes, I'll never be happier than I was when those girls were at home and I was doting on them. She goes, everything's, I'm not happy, but nothing compares. She goes, that's what I was the best at. And I was like, yeah, I can't lie. You were the best. She excels.
I think that's where Nicole's the happiest too.
Yeah.
I think that's where I see her like shine.
Yeah.
Like that's where she's, all this other shit she could give a fuck about. Literally, she's working. She is happy and we're going through that. Like, my daughter's 18. She just graduated high school. My son's 16. He's got 2 years left. We're seeing it. Like, we're just trying to hold on as long as we can. And they're also like full grown, and you're like kind of friends too. You're kind of just like, and it's like,
we're really lucky because we got to watch
that.
We got to watch,
you got the wisdom of and watching that go
her
by
nieces
so
and
fast.
nephews are amazing people. His kids are amazing people. We're watching the products of like, actually being connected and caring. And like, I think we're definitely really lucky because we've already seen how fast the kids grow up. And so I think we're getting to enjoy it like more than most people, because like it is, but both of us have said like, we're not going to let anything about our lives or our jobs steal it from us. So we're just going to be in it, and we're just going to enjoy it. And we're like having a ball. And I still wonder if I'm like, if you're doing a good job, like I always call him and I'll be like,
I always tell him like every dad, every guy is asking himself the same question.
Dude,
with my daughter, it's like I immediately like, you just want to protect them, and then you have little boys, and it's like my dad wasn't around as much, and I just want to do a great job. I want to be best friends, and so like two, so Joel's like, dude, just
show up.
Yeah,
bro.
he was like, dude, you're thinking that way. So
good.
that's a nice thing to be able to have too. It's like someone to call and be like, am I doing a good job?
You always wonder if you're doing a good job. My parenting is so bad. Today I was like, I think that I don't know if my daughter's smoking weed or not, but I know they live in a state where they get Delta 9. Yeah. And I was like, don't fucking trust. I don't trust Delta 9. I don't know what it is.
What's
then
Delta
I was like,
9?
I don't know. I think it's like, if it's legal in a state that is where marijuana is illegal, I feel like it's gas station weed. Like, and I know right now I'm sending Reddit through the roof because there's like Delta 9, bro, it's medicine, whatever. It's Delta 9 marijuana. They've taken out one of the psychoactive. I don't know. I woke up this morning and I was still a parent, but a fucked up parent. And I was like, I'm going to start sending her ounces of weed so that she can smoke real weed.
California weed.
California weed as opposed to Delta 9 shit.
Organic weed.
And then I was like, I don't even know if she smokes weed, but I don't want her smoking Delta 9.
Yeah.
So I was like, I should have left fucking edibles there. I should have left something. What the fuck?
Took a care package.
And then I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna have my assistant run a fucking ounce of weed to her and her college friends. And then I'm like, what am I doing?
Across state lines?
Oh.
No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah.
Writes itself.
You never stop being a parent. And I think that I'd go back to, wow, those young ages are so fun.
It is.
It's the best.
But
Those
where
are the
you
best
are
years.
right now is all the graduation shit.
It's fun.
And 16 was rough for us, but for both of those kids. My kids were fucking lunatics.
My
And then
kids
they
were
go to
pretty
college.
chill.
Oh, and then you go to fucking go to college with your kids or not.
But
Or
you
they
kind
start a
of,
fucking band.
in a way, like
Yeah.
you do sometimes you want them to be, you don't want them just to get walked on.
But
You
then
know,
but
you
then
want them to be a little bit like crazy, you know, like you don't want
Yeah.
them just to get stepped all over.
Yeah.
I don't know if that,
Well, do you want your kids to be, this is a weird question. Do you want your kids to be poor,
no.
No, I want them to be happy and I want them to be.
but without being poor?
No, I disagree.
No,
I'll tell you
disagree.
why.
I want them to know.
I think that obviously there's a perspective that we get to have, but how if we
What the
took,
hell do we work for?
but also
Yeah.
if you
No one's saying that's being honest, dude. That's bullshit. The Nepo thing is bullshit. There's plenty of kids who grow up with money that couldn't figure shit out, that are assholes. There's plenty of kids I know that grew up with money that are the hardest working people I know. It's just who knows why? Maybe it's parenting. Maybe it's something else. I don't know. I don't want my kids to be ashamed of the family they come from.
Yeah.
Fuck,
I don't want my kids to be impressed by anything.
I also don't want anyone to be able to buy them.
Like, you know what I mean?
know what I
Like
mean?
impressed, like, hey, come with me. I'll buy you, you
We'll
can
take you
fly
on my
plane.
jet or whatever.
You know,
no.
I-
So I just want my kids to be themselves, and one of them may want to go off to some place and be of service to people in building wells, or if I'll be so happy if that's what or they may want to be in entertainment, or they may want to be, I don't know, like whatever makes them happy. I'm not trying to tell them who to be. I'm also, this is your family.
I
know what
also
I mean?
think it's zero chance that we're going to get everything right. And so at the end of the day, whatever their karma,
Zero chance.
Zero
yeah.
chance. they're all going to be in therapy talking about something.
Yeah, our karma is that we had to do or whatever our situation was, and our parents did the best they could,
Yeah.
and we're just standing on their shoulders trying to do better with what we got. And our kids are going to end up having their challenges, like whatever they are, and they're going to have to. They're at some point, everyone has to decide if they're going to get up and try.
There's no experts, man.
It's funny. I used to have a bit that I was working on that. I won't tell you the whole joke 'cause it's a little aggressive, but the premise is that you practice on your own kids. You don't get a practice kid.
No.
Like you should get a practice kid,
You should.
and so that you can. But you shouldn't have to do it on the one thing, your favorite thing.
Yeah.
Like no one learns how to drive in a Porsche.
No.
But that we're all practicing to drive in Porsches, and it's our favorite thing. And we don't know how to drive a stick yet, and we're just grinding gears on this infant who's like, "You're not supposed to hold me upside down, Dad." And you're like, "I didn't know that." I remember I held George upside down a lot, and I think that's why she is the way she is.
Our first car, we had to go to our uncle who lived in Virginia, great guy. He always had cars in his yard, and he had all kinds of cars. And so our first car, he was like, we needed a car. It wasn't our first car. Second car. So it was a Ford Tempo. It was a stick.
Primer gray.
Whoa.
And he said,
Just have to pop the clutch.
he said, yeah, I got a car for y'all. Just $600. And we went over there not knowing how to drive a stick with the license plates that were on it in the yard, drove it back to
No
Maryland,
registration, no insurance.
and learned how to drive a stick on the way home. And then that
That's
car,
like parenting.
yeah, that car lasted about 4 months, and we literally left it on the side of the road.
For $600.
Never insured, Never attacked. And who knows where that thing is?
Well, this has been fucking awesome, guys. I'm so glad. It is bizarre. It is bizarre because I can visualize your music videos in my head.
Yeah.
I can see them, and I remember seeing one of your cribs. I remember that cribs was so important to me.
I loved cribs.
It was so. I mean, I think I've lived a lot of my life. When I bought my forever house, I said to my team, I was like, I think I'm going to do like a cribs reveal of my house, and they're like, I think that's come and gone. And I was like, no, it'll be cool. And they're like, no one wants to see how much money you have anymore. And I was like, wait, but it's my house. Don't you want to see like a cribs of where I live? And they're like, they don't do it anymore.
That's not where culture's at.
Yeah, that's not where culture's at. And I was like, and then I got embarrassed on my house and I wouldn't post anything around it. No, I don't give a fuck.
But but do you collect anything?
Oh, hats. Yeah, hats. Okay. Hats. I did sneakers for a second.
Because I feel like showing people your collection, I feel like everybody would want to see that. Like,
can I tell you what I want to get into?
What?
Lighters.
Lighters.
Oh, I just saw this post last night.
We collect a lot of stuff.
Okay, so wait. This is a perfect way to end. So
One Piece. We collect One Piece. Because I just got back from Taiwan. I went to Taiwan for 2 nights. Not even 2 nights.
He bought one of the rarest cards in the world.
I bought one of only 4, one of the rarest One Piece cards in the world.
Hang on. Start over from the beginning. What's One Piece?
One Piece is a Japanese manga. It's a comic, anime, and it's the most successful in the world.
It's like the longest running with the same artist.
I think it's the highest selling comic in the world. And it's
I know what One Piece is.
One Piece.
Wait, was this on Netflix?
Yeah, and they did a live action show. Yeah. And so the One Piece card game is it the biggest card game in the world?
It's one of the most played.
It's one of the most played card games in the world.
Think in like the Pokemon verse, like in the Pokemon world. Like this is similar to that.
So wait, back it up. When do you guys get introduced to anime?
My really collecting Pokemon with my son. We started getting really into it, and then he was into One Piece. We started collecting the cards in 2022, and then it's a rabbit hole.
Really?
And then I joined up with them and I started collecting the vintage One Piece, which it came out in the late 90s and the early 2000s, but it was kind of overlooked. And so these are vintage One Piece cards. That's a tournament winner, very rare card. That's a Luffy rookie, English rookie.
From 2005.
Yeah, those cards are from 2005.
So you flew to Taiwan to
Taiwan.
You see how I get an accent.
Yeah. So I didn't bring the card I got in Taiwan. I'll show you. I can show you a video of it. But I documented it though. I'm gonna do something with it. I'm gonna put it out.
Those are from 2005. Very scarce, kind of like that tournament card. Maybe there's 10 of them.
Yeah.
And then that Luffy rookie card is probably like ever made, probably 150.
Yeah, something like that.
Graded, probably like 30.
So then this is a graded pretty high, 9.5.
Yeah.
Back at 9.5,
high grade.
I'm happy with for vintage. That's really high.
But wait, how much would this card cost?
I'd say so. A CGC 10 of that Zoro just sold for $50K, but that's a PSA 10. So I don't know. I think that's
probably 150.
Yeah, I'd say that's a $150,000 card. Yeah, that Luffy
back.
and that Luffy.
You can't break them.
This is easily like a probably $20,000 or $30,000 card.
Maybe more. Yeah, 50.
And so the value is determined. Like I know that I met the guy that has the Jake Paul necklace.
Yeah.
The necklace. I sat next to him in a fight.
AJ.
Yeah,
and bought the card. The $16 million Illustrator card. Yeah, that's a comparable to some of these cards.
Well, one day what these will probably be, but we just love the characters and the art, and I mean,
we have probably the biggest vintage One Piece collection in the world, probably.
Really?
I would say we contend for that. Yeah.
Holy cow! Yeah. Now, do you enjoy the show?
Love it.
Yeah.
Okay, so you could
love the characters.
And we love collecting.
I think anyone who got into it, it's like this. It's like something like, someone says, why is everyone into that? And then if you watch it, you'll get into it.
But here's the thing. Good. My son's been collecting. We've been collecting since he was probably like 7. And like his collection's serious. Like and it's not like you paid a ton of money.
But
for
I
it. We
brought
got
these
it.
because I was going to tell you about my trip to Taiwan. I was like, what are we going to talk about? And I was like, well, maybe I'll tell them about Taiwan.
So you
But,
you got on a plane to fly to Taiwan to get those cards.
to get those cards. My wife was cool with it. She knows like how much we put into it, how much we love
Wow,
it.
I want to be into something.
Yeah,
I don't have anything. It was one of my
Because it's the hunt more. It's more the hunt than actually just having it. You know, like say, actually,
You don't have anything you want to like
Nothing?
go travel for? To like get the thing? Like you say lighters, maybe those are
Antiques?
rare.
No, I get into.
How about
like,
lighters like with provenance?
what's that?
Like someone owned it.
Oh well, I'm into some famous people. Like there's like I'm fascinated by Winston Churchill.
Yeah.
J.C. Penney is a huge inspiration to me because he lost everything and then gained it back. I find historical figures very fascinating.
That's where we got our school clothes.
Um,
J.C. Penney.
yeah.
We get a new outfit from
The J.C. Penney catalog ultimately is Amazon.
Yeah.
It's kind of
Did you remember the wish book?
no.
The
Christmas
J.C.
catalog.
Penney wish book was the Christmas catalog. Every year
It had
we would
everything in
circle
it.
everything we wanted in there. We never got anything.
But like
we
you
would-
you could really collect Churchill. Very collectible.
So I have, I'm Jimmy Buffett, Burt Reynolds, Winston Churchill, real fucking diverse guy I
Yeah.
am. And basically,
And you have what?
I don't have anything. I don't collect anything. Like I have watches. Like I buy
That's a
watches.
collection.
Like, but I'm into. I only wear a couple. As a matter of fact,
That's a
I
great
went.
watch.
I Leanne. As today, I went and I've had this one watch that I had the other night on, and I took it off because I was like, I'm going to wear a different watch today. And Leanne goes, well, but Benji collects watch. You got to wear a nice watch. And I went, oh, okay. And she goes, well, it's just that one. And I went, yeah, you're right. And then I was like, I have one watch that I've never worn. And I was going to wear it, but it's a left-handed watch. And so it's so hard for me to wear. But like watches, I don't really have any hobbies.
Watches are a bit tougher too because you can't just go around buying watches every week. Whereas like a trading card, you can get trading cards like
You can find deals.
Yeah, you can get them for $10. You can get them for $100, or you can get them for
10,000.
10,000. The greatest thing about collecting, I think it's really healthy
Okay.
because like it's a hunt, and like think about it. You're married, you have kids, you show up for everybody. You're not gonna You're not gonna put that energy into something that diminishes all that. So you put it into something healthy, like watches are an example. But I think like collecting something that's actually, I think watches are fun to collect, but you're not going to get a new watch every week.
Yeah.
I think something that's regularly in your life that you can sort of collect, I think it's really healthy.
I do have a crazy hat collection.
Yeah. The hat. By the way, I got some.
Oh, did you?
Yeah.
They're fucking
They're great because
Oh,
they fit right.
They're,
Because they fit right.
yes.
I actually want to hit them up and see if they'll do some designs for me.
Yes, they will. Which one am I wearing right now? No.
Because
have-
I'm picky about my designs.
my dog, type in the Mac hat. My dog Mac died.
Sorry
And
about that.
they did a Mac hat for him.
Oh,
they-
that's nice.
Yeah, they did. See if you can find it.
They're very cool. They were very nice.
We're talking about the Clink Room. They're really great. Yeah, I got to get into something collecting. Now
What's your
maybe I'll
favorite
watch-
thing? I mean, is your favorite thing movies? Is it TV?
It's history.
History. Okay,
History.
so what
Very
about historical
collectible.
documents?
Or historical items.
I
have a Grail.
That's the Mac hat.
I have Grail.
That's not it.
I like antiques and I like things like that. But if you think about, there you go. Is that
there
is
you
that
go.
the hat?
That's
That's the
sweet.
Mac. Oh
That's
yeah.
a great
It's also we also have it in
That's
here.
a great hat.
That's a great hat.
Oh,
Great
that's
hat.
Sweet.
Yeah,
That's really sweet. What size are you?
8.
Okay.
I have the biggest fucking head in the world.
7 1/4.
Are you really? I'm looking. My daughter's boyfriend has a size 8 head, and I was like, "Do you like hats?" And he was like, "I love hats." And I was like, "I'll send you a couple." And Leanne's like, "We'll send you 1,000." Yeah, maybe I'll get in. I would like to get like historical, like when people have estate sales, like when Burt Reynolds died. I know some guys that like went and bought some of his ties.
Yeah.
Maybe I gotta.
It's interesting because then you start just like hunting. So if you were like, you know what, I like these people. I'm gonna find letters.
Don't
written.
force it. Let it emerge.
So wait, do your wives collect anything?
I mean, my wife collects books, which is not like that interesting to me. And then she collects like vintage stuff, like clothing and jewelry, like serious. Like she hunts for unique, rare,
That would be
like
cool.
vintage clothing and jewelry. That's her thing, and she's very good at it. Like she finds stuff that, by the way, not expensive most of the time, and sometimes she'll find something that's expensive and she'll tell me why, and I'll get it. But like most of the time, she just finds some cool, rare, unique, like real thing from a different time that was just made better than anything in this time.
Wow.
Yeah. I mean, collecting's fun, man.
Yeah. Well, I know that searching is. Like I was trying to explain to my assistant that part of the fun thing about being a man is getting into something. And then getting into something and then deep diving it. Like, like I was saying, I was a straight Rolex guy, and then my wife got me a Cartier watch, and I didn't understand it. I almost wore it today, but I didn't understand it at first. It's the Cartier. I forget the guy's name. It's not the Tank. It's the other guy.
Yeah.
And I read about it, and this watch was built around the turn of the century for the first guy flying planes. He was friends with Cartier, and he was like, I have a hard time pulling out my pocket watch as I'm flying with one hand. I need the other hand. And he was like,
say.
put it on your wrist. And then that's how he got the watch. And then I was like,
see?
yeah. And so I was like, oh, wow. And then I started getting into like deep diving why watches are what they are. And I started listening to podcasts, and I was like, Cartier Santos.
Santos.
Santos. And so I find that interesting, but you're right. It's like, and I bet you'll understand this. I talked to Shannon Sharp about this. I think I talked to you about this. The first watch he bought is the one he remembers more than any because he had to save for it. And then now he was like, I was like, what did you buy recently? He goes, I don't know. If I want to watch, I just buy it. So then all of a sudden it's like the collecting, the hunt is the thing.
I don't do that. I'm very, very picky about the watches I buy, and it's not because like, oh, that's the big baller watch.
Yeah.
I don't buy every watch I get offered, or I get like, I'm really picky. I always have to attach it to some life event.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I got offered a sick watch in London.
Yeah.
It doesn't, like for me, I have to either have accomplished something or have a life event that I can, and then I do. So I'm just funny about it because I also know that I'm probably going to turn that guy off. He's not going to offer me another watch. And I just go, I'm just not going to buy a watch because I feel like I'm supposed to.
I almost bought a watch the other day from that guy because he sent me a couple pictures, and I was like, well, I may want to buy a watch down the line, so I should buy a watch now. And then I was like, wait, I don't. What
though? The cool guys, like I had a guy that he was like, everybody wants to get a watch from him, and it's a really, it's really, big deal. And I just told him he offered me some watches, and I was like, hey, can I be honest with you? I don't want to buy a watch just to get the watch I want. So but I'm happy to like,
wow.
But and he said, oh, you know what? No one's ever said it to me before. Like, and he was like, I really appreciate that. And I was like, I'm happy to wait as long as I have to. In fact, it makes it better because it's an expensive watch. And I know exactly why I wanted to get it. And I had it in my brain. And I was like, it doesn't have to be tomorrow. Like, and then it waited like almost 2 years.
Wow. Have you guys been in therapy or something?
Yeah.
God, you guys seem so fucking regular.
Mm-hmm.
So do you. Have you been in therapy?
Yeah.
Okay.
And I'm beating her.
Therapy. I love therapy.
But collect something. I think it's really fun.
Yeah, it's fun.
It's fun also to be in a group of collectors sometimes.
I collect employees.
Yeah.
I feel like it.
I heard them all laugh.
If they want to stay in the collection. That's what we are to you,
a collection? Just a collection?
No, I just started getting Asian ones. It's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's kind of exotic. It's really great if you're...
I don't know how to respond to that.
Sandra, come on out. I appreciate you guys doing this. This has been a fucking
awesome. Thank you.
We got to start a 3-way chat thread now. Yeah. I never got your number, and I was going to say...
I didn't want to ask for your number on DM.
But then I was like, that's weird.
Yeah.
And then I was like, I DM'd you like I was trying to get in your pants.
Then I actually sent you my number, but then before I sent it, I deleted it. Because I was like, maybe he will think...
Oh, no, you know what? As soon as I didn't think about I'm never replying in my DMs. It's my assistants. they reply in my DMs.
So it wasn't you.
No, it was me.
Oh, it was you.
If it was me, that means that I
was
am
about to have
comfortable
that.
with whatever I say.
Okay.
Because like I read wrong sometimes.
Yeah.
And then and it bothers me that I do that, so I just stopped. Because like I'll overthink a DM, and then I'll be like, it just comes out weird. And then but if I reply, that means that I trust that you understand me.
Yeah.
That I go, oh, this is really Bert.
Yeah.
But yeah, and then I was like, I should ask for his number. I was like, that's crazy. And then I was like, I'm not gonna fucking.
Well,
do it.
now we'll have each other's numbers. We can collect stuff.
Golf.
Play golf.
Yeah.
Let me win.
Let's do it. We'll bring Cal Ripken Jr.
Oh, it'll be awesome. The dream round.
Yeah. And
Amazing.
then tell him I don't know who he is, and be like, his vision's really off. So just tell him you're our dad. And then the whole time, so how is it?
And we can shoot it and be a skit.
Yeah, love you, Cal. Love you, Cal.
Hey, the tour in November, you're going to Stockholm, Munich, Brussels, Dusseldorf, Amsterdam, Paris, London, Manchester, fucking just in November.
This summer in August, U.S.
Come to the BMO show if you're around.
Yeah, if you're around
Wait.
BMO Stadium in August 30th.
August 30th. I am around.
Yeah, come out.
Oh, hold on. My daughters 100% want to go to
Oh,
that.
come. Well,
Yeah.
you guys it'll be so much fun.
All right.
And the rest of the summer tour, anywhere in the US, if you see a show,
Come play a
come-
round of golf and
yeah,
come to a show.
come hang out. All summer long, we're on tour in the US. It's going to be great.
You got to see, and that's when you really watch my wife operate, because she goes to a tour. First thing she does, goes to the merch booth, see how it's run, see how it's all set up.
Hey,
then she
yeah.
starts running concessions. Then she starts walking around the back, checking back of house. Then she's like, all right, let me go see their catering.
We
And
want
then she's
all
like,
the
all right,
notes.
let me check the tour buses. Nice. 3 tour buses, 5 semis. Okay, I know what that price point is. All right, let me check stage. I like stage. Nice. Let me talk to the tour manager. Hey, how you doing? What time you guys wheels up tonight? My wife is...
She'll have full run of the place. She
Oh.
can really
Yep.
go in and make
She-
notes
she-
and
Bring
give
some
us
biscuits,
feedback.
man.
Oh, she will...
And the
Bring some
event
biscuits.
All you had to
sevenfold,
say is bring some
Bring some
biscuits.
biscuits.
dude. And the event sevenfold guys are amazing guys. You guys will love that. That backstage is chill. It's good. It's family vibes.
It's random that I say this, but my daughter in her house at college, on the guest bathroom downstairs in their apartment or in their duplex, they have an Avenged Sevenfold poster on that door, and I saw it all
Sick.
weekend this weekend, and I was like, wow, I wonder when she got into, like, she gets into, she really likes Isla. If she hadn't had a father in the business, would absolutely be in the business.
She has good
would be
taste.
an actress or a musician or something. But she absolutely, like when she was in 9th grade, she was like, hey, do you really know Slipknot? And I was like, huh? She was like, you know Five Finger Death Punch? And I was like, wait, you're not supposed to know these bands.
Yeah.
So it's just different generation. And she was like, oh. And then as she got older, her taste in music has just gotten more like, and then I'll try to turn her on to something I think she'll like. And she's like, not for me.
Nah, yeah.
And I'm like, fuck.
That's cool.
And then she'll be turning you on to stuff.
Never.
No.
All right. Guys, thank you for doing this.
Thanks,
Thanks,
bro.
dude.
This episode was brought to you by The Machine.